The Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks.
Opie and Anthony.
In the world of radio shock jocks, the biggest are Opie and Anthony.
These people say shocking things that border on offensive in order to entertain their audience.
I refuse to sit here and think that radio has to be nice. Why? Why does radio, out of any other medium, have to be nice? We are being now held to a standard where we have to be nice and make people feel good. Go screw!
Radio bad boys, Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities, Opie and Anthony.
Infamous DJs, Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio hosts, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
If you want to put it, feel free. I've done it before. I'll let you go from to Mike. That's really sick.
This is where entertainment is going.
More audio V-Rock in the bathroom. They are sick freaks. Can you pop this? I want to see something squirt out. Aim it over there. This is the worst. This is the worst show I've ever been on.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Space Shuttle Endeavor. The Space Shuttle Endeavor. Endeavor.
Special Endeavor.
The Space Shuttle Endeavor.
Special Endeavor.
Endeavor.
Excuse me. Special Endeavor.
Did you know the Special Endeavor?
They use spare parts from the Atlantis when it built Special
Endeavor. Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. Hi. See, that's why you got to linger longer with the Opie and Anthony Show.
Linger longer.
There's people listening right now going, what the hell are they talking about?
Friday edition.
The Space Shuttle Endeavor. That really made me laugh all day yesterday.
That guy was out of his mind.
And some people get it, and others are like, what's wrong with you guys?
Dude, why did you play that?
It's always fun to point out someone's, like, speech impediment and then, and then exploit the hell out of it and make them say it over and over again. We had this guy from Brooklyn. It was Fun Fact Thursday, and he had a fun fact about space shuttles.
His fact was not nearly as fun as the way he sounded.
Yeah.
Like a retard.
You want to play that from yesterday right off the bat?
Special Endeavor.
Special Endeavor.
I want to hear him say that.
All right.
Wacky voice.
Yeah, why don't we play that to start the show off? Here it is. Let's go to Brooklyn. It's Andrew. Andrew, what's up?
I have a fun fact, too.
Yeah.
So the Space Shuttle Endeavor. The Space Shuttle Endeavor, the parts of the Space Shuttle Endeavor was actually built.
Wait. The what?
Space Shuttle Endeavor.
The
Space Shuttle Endeavor.
All right, wait. It's hold on. There's something wrong with the phones. Andrew, right?
Yes.
All right, Andrew from Brooklyn.
Yes.
Okay, you're on the air. What's up?
Space Shuttle Endeavor. That spacecraft was actually built to replace the Challenger, and
something about the Challenger.
Huh?
Andy,
I can't hear. What?
You can't hear him either?
No. What ship was built to replace it?
I said Endeavor was built to replace Challenger.
Challenger.
We're back live.
Special Endeavor.
We're just getting warmed up with this guy. We just want to jump in for a second here. Special Endeavor.
That is hysterical. What was wrong with him?
I don't know.
I'd love to just gotten into his story.
Maybe he'll call back today. It continued with this.
You're going to have to start over. Sorry.
Start over.
Andrew.
Sorry,
Go
Andrew.
ahead.
This sounds really interesting.
The Space Shuttle Endeavor, the shuttle that replaced Challenger Endeavor, was actually built with spare parts from the shuttles Discovery and Atlantis that were left over when they were finished build.
From
when
what?
They finished building both.
The Atlantis?
No, I said Space Shuttle Endeavor. It's spare parts. The parts that were used to build it. Excuse me.
Yes.
The parts that they used to build the Space Shuttle Endeavor came from...
Said it again. The parts that you used to build the Space Shuttle Endeavor.
And then he goes, excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Like we're interrupting him. Hey, sorry. Go ahead. Finish. The Space Shuttle Endeavor.
Space Shuttle Endeavor.
Oh, that was great.
And it ended with this. Here we go. A little more of Andrew from Brooklyn. Yeah, sum it up. So the what replaced the what with the what?
Endeavor replaced Challenger.
Wait, what's Endeavor?
Space Shuttle Endeavor.
Right.
And the material that they used to build Space Shuttle Endeavor were leftovers from Discovery and Atlantis.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Wow. So the Space Shuttle in what did he say?
Endeavor?
Endeavor.
Endeavor.
What is it?
Special Endeavor.
What is it again? Say, you got to be clear, dude, and say it loud.
Yeah.
Space Shuttle Endeavor.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Thank you for that.
Well, it is Fun Fact Thursday.
Mush mouth.
we all learned something from Andrew in Brooklyn.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, Andrew. And that's how we begin today. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Our phone number, 877-212-ONDA. There's just something about that makes me laugh really hard. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
I'm talking about the Space Shuttle Endeavor.
Special Endeavor.
He just gets stuck at the end of the word.
Yeah.
Endeavor.
The Challenger.
The Challenger. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
All right, it's Point and Laugh Friday. We point and laugh at Andrew today.
He's point and laughable.
Also, it's FU Friday. If something pissed you off this week, you give us a call on that one. It's Mispronunciation Friday. It's Air Guitar Friday.
Which no one ever does.
And here's the big get. Is Tom Alive Friday?
Oh, yeah.
Is Tom Alive Friday?
What is that?
I knew there was something that Friday like I look forward to.
This is the big get for today. Is Tom Alive Friday?
What is that again?
And right off the bat, people are like, Tom Chiasano? No, not Tom Chiasano. Some guy from White Plains.
Oh, very good.
I think he's from White Plains, and he's got this horrific lung disease that's affecting both his lungs. It's affecting his heart. I guess the doctors gave him 7 years. He's up to 6 years already.
He's up to 6 years of his 7 that the doctor said he had left, and he said he's not going to go out, in a hospital wheezing out of his little parrot lungs. When push comes to shove, he's going to blow his brains out.
Yeah.
That's what he says.
Oh, yeah, he's got a gun, and he's going to use it.
And he's going
to control his own death.
Blow his brains out because he doesn't want to go out like that.
Right.
Do you guys call him, or does he call you?
Well, that's the beauty of the bit. He calls us, so
you don't know.
We don't have his phone number, so this is the beauty of the whole thing. One day, one Friday, because it's a Friday thing.
Yep.
We're going to go from 6 to 9 without a call from Tom, and we're going to just
have to assume that he's
just going to
dead.
have to assume the worst.
We'll have to assume he's dead.
Imagine he just had a late night and he maybe he's a little sick and he had to take a little Tylenol PM or something and he overslept.
He had one of his many doctor's appointments or something. And
we just know this is going to end with Anthony and I going to a wake. And
I will not go to a wake for this guy.
You won't go?
Why would I go?
And saying something nice like in the short time that we knew Tom, he gave us all laughter.
He's very good, very brave young man. Well, part of this program.
And the weird thing is the listeners are doing a death pool. There's money involved.
Oh,
I swear to God, this thing is taking on a life of its own. I think Frunkus.net or Frunkus.com and I believe Whackbag is starting to get involved with this. It's just awful for everybody involved now. It started out as a cute little thing, but it's kind of taken on a life of its own.
And if Frank could put a bet in and just blow his brains out exactly at that time, exactly on that day, and make his daughter $1 billion.
Well, last week we asked Tom to send in an X-ray Is Tom Alive? Tom's chest X-rays.
All right.
And they're up on the website, our website. But I don't know what I'm looking at. It kind of looks...
see. That's pretty dark, dude.
Is dark good or bad when you're looking at a lung X-ray?
Let me take a look. See.
Wait, you know something about lung X-rays?
Okay. See. The darkness is not good, but see all this white stuff.
That's good, right?
Branching off.
Yeah.
Very bad.
What?
Very bad.
Isn't that his
like
ribs?
Scar tissue. No. All the white spider web looking things.
Right.
Oh.
Wait, so a dark lung X-ray is not good?
No.
You want what? Puffy white?
Yeah,
in your lung X-ray?
Light. Yeah.
Well, it looks like only one of his lungs has about, you can't even call it a quarter. I would call it a sixth.
He's got like a quarter of a lung capacity.
In one lung.
And then he's got all these little, problems with, look, see all the white, spiderwebby looking stuff in there?
Yeah.
That's bad.
So, you know how to read chest X-rays?
No, I just know what a good one looks like.
The doctor did the same thing. You see all that white spidey stuff there, my friend?
White spidey stuff?
That's bad.
The spidey stuff is bad.
So what do you want in a chest X-ray? You want just clear, nice, white, cloudy...
Nice white lungs. Yeah, that's nice and
See, I was thinking he wasn't
clear.
that bad because I thought black meant good in an X-ray.
No, black never good.
Never good in
black
an
in
X-ray.
X-rays never good. You shouldn't have any black in you.
Well, I guess for the doubters out there,
well,
that goes with neighbors.
Yeah, let's.
Sorry.
I guess for the doubters out there, if you think this Is Tom Alive thing is kind of a joke, it's really not. If you look at that, that X-ray up on the website.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll hopefully hear from Tom today. Is Tom Alive Friday is in effect.
Wow, he
Start
is
the
in
clock.
Bad shape. That's like a quarter of his lung is working.
Al Dukes is pointing out. Could you go back to the X-ray?
Al Dukes, Dr. Dukes is checking in.
Al Dukes, who runs the
Dr. Al Dukes.
Al Dukes, who runs the dump button down the hall and also does the fine show rundowns for 923krock.com. If you go to the Opie and Anthony page. He writes, notice there's a ad for porn right above poor Tom's chest X-ray. Where's the porn in? Where's the porn? Is it right below Tom's chest? Tom's sharing with us, and there's a porn ad. It just says, buy your mommy something nice. That can't be a porn ad, is it?
For a hardcore superstore?
Oh, what does it say? Oh, hardcore superstore. Buy your mommy something nice. That's right above. Is Tom Alive? Tom's chest X-ray.
That's nice.
I guess we just put up this X-ray for today's show, so you can check out what's going on with his chest.
So this guy's going to be dead someday.
Well,
someday,
and he's just going to he's blowing his brains out.
Minute.
Well, this sick F, he calls up. He does have a great sense of humor. He's a huge fan of the show. He called up and did a rock scream for us and ran out of air. He's just. He's a trooper when it comes to Is Tom Alive Friday. But there you go. There's a porn ad above the chest X-ray.
You should see if he can break the world record of holding your breath underwater.
That was accomplished yesterday on Regis, of all people. It can't be an official record if you do it on Regis' show, I don't think.
Regis. They were talking about it on the news this morning.
Oh, they were?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that on the news. They were making a big to-do about it. Apparently, it's record-breaking week on Regis.
He does that every year, the Guinness Book of World Records.
They're going to break some records.
Yeah. But Regis,
I'm down.
Regis could care less. He's outside that oversized fish tank with this dude in it that's looking like a mannequin for 15 straight minutes, and Regis is just staring. He doesn't care. He's just happy to be alive at this point with all the problems he's had. All right, what else is going on today? We got Is Tom Alive Friday. That's the big get.
Can't wait to see that.
And a huge distraction for everybody. By the way, he hasn't called yet.
Not good.
The beauty of this bit, as soon as he calls, we get him on so everyone can breathe.
Except him.
Except him.
Poor guy. How ironic.
And, it's Friday, so a lot of people are going to be heading toward the old movie theater.
Well,
there's no real movies that are being released today. The big one is next week, Superbad, that we're all behind.
That's a week still?
We had Jonah Hill on the show yesterday. He was absolutely hilarious. Part of the interview's on YouTube already. Sam put the video up, so if you want to check it out, just type in Opie and Anthony Superbad, and you can see Jonah Hill.
Oh, I don't care about that. When does Daddy Day Camp come out?
Ooh, I think it's today.
All right. That's Cuba Gooding Jr. is just knocking off fantastic film after fantastic film. And his latest film, Daddy Day Camp, just looks hysterical. Just from the poster. Just from the movie poster, where he's laying down on the ground, clawing at the ground, making a "oh no" face as children drag him into a tent or something, and they're all celebrating and cheering behind him, little kids. The poster alone makes me want to shoot Cuba Gooding Jr.
Well, I was trying.
There it is.
I was trying to defend him yesterday, but oh wow, look at that poster.
Yeah, is that? That's going to be one of those that if I ever saw it in a video store, if I ever went into video stores anymore, I would stare at that for about 15 minutes to a half hour, getting angry.
He's one of those guys that completely lucked out in Hollywood because his first movie, for the most part, was a massive hit.
Oscar winner.
That gave him years in Hollywood to make bombs. Years. Because we were talking yesterday. I can't even think of a second Cuba Gooding movie that I enjoyed.
The one with the dogs.
Oh, that snow thing. What was it called?
Snow Dogs.
Snow Dogs. Yeah, that was
great.
terrific.
Fantastic.
What about the one where he was on that gay cruise, but he was straight?
Oh, right.
He was. What
was that called?
Wow. He wasn't gay. He was straight. That was the whole funny part about it.
And he was on a gay cruise. You get it?
Yeah.
But how did he get on the gay cruise ship?
I think it was a mix-up.
A little mix-up?
He brought his buddy. No, they wanted to scoop. There was some girls going. So they wanted to be the only ones, or something like that. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, so they get on, and it's all about them having a man-on-man sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hijinks ensued.
Hey, he was in Rat Race, though. Come on.
Rat Race?
He was in Radio. Come on. He was on Home.
Oh, he played. Well, see, that he thought was going to be his big Oscar winner again.
Yeah.
Radio, where you play a retard.
Yeah.
And you instantly win an Oscar. But I guess not. What won in 2003? What won the Oscar in 2003 that stole it away from?
Let's find out.
Cuba.
Hey, this guy is
disagreeing
with you as far as Tom's X-ray goes.
Really?
Adam in Jersey, what's up?
All right.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on, buddy?
Anthony.
Yes, sir.
Please don't ever read my chest X-ray.
Why? What's the problem?
Black is good. In this situation, black is good on X-ray.
Oh, what did I say? I was a doctor? I have a microphone. I could lie into it. What do I know?
Is Adam
I'm
a
not doctor? What?
I'm a medical student.
What does the black mean?
Black means there's air. There's nothing that stopped the X-ray, absorbed it, so it just penetrates right through.
Oh!
You got that part.
All right, so we can breathe. We could breathe a little sigh of relief today.
Oh, I thought it was bad. What about?
Yeah, but he has this white spidey thing in one of his lungs. That's pretty impressive. That's really bad. And then the other lung is about 1/6 white.
Not good.
Not good.
Hey, dude, what about like when they show smokers' lungs in an X-ray and they look all black?
Yeah, that's because emphysema just stretches them out real big. Lots of air in there. They trap air. So that's not good either. But
all right.
In his case, you want to see black. It means that there's lots of air in there.
All right, but there's still some kind of...
Go read in my X-ray.
There's still some kind of crazy spider-looking thing happening that's taking up a nice portion of one of his lungs.
Yeah, that sounds like the disease, like sarcoid.
All right.
Ooh, sarcoid.
Sarcoid.
That's a villain from the new Spider-Man movie.
I wonder how many...
Sarcoid.
Yes, sarcoid.
I have no idea what sarcoid.
Lying again.
All right.
I have a mic. I could say whatever I want. People will believe me.
I wonder how many people are tuning in on Fridays just to see if Tom's alive at this point.
Well, he hasn't
I'm
called.
hoping Tom's alive.
Yeah, so far no call. I think last week he called real early and let us off the hook, so we'll see what happens today. All right.
Cuba Gooding Jr. was in Norbit?
He was in Norbit.
Wow.
Small part in Norbit. Of course he was in Pearl Harbor, so, you know.
Yeah.
So he's been in two good movies out of, like, I don't know, his IMDb goes and goes and goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. Wow, this guy was allowed to make a lot of movies after Jerry Maguire.
Well, he had Boys in the Hoods. He was great in.
Oh, As Good as It Gets. He was in too.
He was in the Gladiator that wasn't Gladiator.
What do you mean?
In 1992, there was a movie Gladiator.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But it wasn't The Gladiator?
No.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that great when they put movies out? Like, didn't a movie Titanic come out like pretty much the same year?
Yeah.
Titanic came out. You know, the huge movie Titanic. And then this crappy version came out.
I think with Titanic, there was like a lame TV version that just so happened to hit the same time the big movie hit that they spent years and like basically billions of dollars
to make and build sets for and everything.
And then
you got TV crap.
You got the lame TNT version at the same time.
You'll be stunned at Marky Post in Titanic.
All right, we got to take a quick break. We got the Cuba Gooding Daddy Daycare or Daddy Day Camp trail or whatever.
Oh, I want to hear some of this.
And
buckle in.
Buckle in. We'll do it next. Bob Kelly here as well. It's Opie and Anthony.
Call the Opie and Anthony Show. 866-WOW-1-WOW. 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 Cell phone and PDA users send your message to feedback at opieandanthony.com. Call the Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Good morning. It's Opie and Anthony.
Rocking you early.
That's right. Let's not forget, is Tom alive? Friday. Every Friday we check to see if Tom's alive. Hopefully he'll call soon so we can move on to other things. Phone number 877-212-ONA. We were talking about Daddy Day Camp hitting theaters today, right?
Oh.
It's getting awful reviews. Horrendous reviews.
What did Rotten Tomatoes give it?
2% good reviews.
And the one good review we read wasn't really a good review.
What did it say? Something like...
it said, what do you expect from this?
They gave it a good review because you were supposed to have low expectations to begin with.
It wasn't even a good review. It was kind of like, look, it's crap. We know it's crap, so why would we give it a bad review? It's great at being crap.
Right.
That was the good review.
You want to listen to the trailer?
Yeah.
This is what's sad about America, though. It is so obvious this movie blows.
Right.
You watch, it'll be probably number one at the box office this weekend.
Of course.
Probably number one, maybe number two at the box office this weekend.
Because
we're a bunch of lemmings. We see the commercials. Must see.
Oh, it looks so funny.
Camp.
And it's the people, we've talked about it before, where you're sitting in the movie theater and this trailer comes on, and then the trailer ends, and you hear people going, oh, that looks good. Oh, I got to see that. Oh, that's funny. And you want to punch him in the face and go, no, it's not. It's not funny. Stop it.
And a lot of people go see it because it has kids in it. So you got the parents that are like, I'll bring my kids to see Daddy Day Camp.
Non-threatening black guy.
I could deal with it. The kids could deal with it. You know, it's just a dumb formula to get people in the seats this weekend.
And this is everything that is wrong with a movie and with movie trailers. Just listen to how they try to hype this garbage up.
Raise your hand when you want this to stop so we could, analyze it a little bit.
Yeah.
For 4 years, they've been the daddies of daycare.
I can't believe our sons are 7. I'm going to spend as much time with Ben as possible.
But now, they're taking everything they've learned.
The Daddy Daycare brand means a lot. Repurposing that brand into summer is just smart business.
But you hate the outdoors.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
no, there's the conflict, everybody.
He hates the outdoors.
I bet there's going to be some crazy outdoor things happening.
And it's a day camp, so they're in the woods or something, or outdoors, and oh, boy.
Who wants to guess there's going to be an altercation with a bear?
Hijinks ensue.
There's going to be a beehive in this movie.
Oh,
right?
I betcha.
Oh, the kids love beehive humor. Ugh.
You gotta be kidding me.
But you hate the outdoors. This is what you're going to see. Something with a bear, something with bees, and something with poison ivy.
Ah, the poison ivy one.
The poison ivy scene.
They'll have a bunch of makeup on him where he's all swollen, and he comes in, the kids scream, and he goes, What?
What?
Oh, This is horrible.
It'll be interesting to see how he gets into the poison ivy hijinks in this movie.
The only way this works is if the day camp is Camp Crystal Lake.
All right, ready for the next part?
Kill them. Kill them, Mommy.
I wish Hollywood had a real sense of humor.
Yeah.
Where they would just trick everyone to go see a movie like Daddy Day Camp, and then it's a slasher film.
Just like the most grotesque slasher film, but it wasn't in any of the trailers. The trailer's like, and the kids are having a great time.
No, they send this version to all the movie reviewers, and this is the one everyone previews, so it's out there. It's a nice movie for families, and then they switch the film.
Oh, just some serial killer tearing the children in half with his bare hands.
Everybody's eating cereal, and then one of the kids is just decapitated, and blood is squirting in their Cheerios.
Just crying kids in the movie theater.
I just wish Hollywood wasn't so predictable. That would be hilarious. All right, let's continue. And it has to be some kind of director or producer that is at the end of their career.
Yeah.
So they have nothing to lose.
This
is the way I want to go out.
Here I go. I'm going out on top. Watch me. Watch this.
But this movie's so bad because this is actually a sequel to a crappy movie.
It's a sequel to a crappy movie where the actual stars of that crappy movie didn't want to do this one, so they just recast the same characters.
Yeah.
So it's Cuba Gooding Jr. instead of Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, let's go to Nick in Montana. He wants to help us out today. Nick, go ahead.
Yeah, how you doing, guys? Listen, there's also going to be the scene where there's a little forest creature, like a squirrel or something, who jumps on somebody's back and he runs around screaming.
Of course.
But they make friends at the end of the movie.
Well, But the animal's going to be on a person. That person's not going to know the animal's on him at first.
Yeah.
So he's turning around, and everyone else is screaming, and he doesn't know why yet. And then he realizes, and then he has to run around like a lunatic. Yeah.
Or maybe one of the kids will be afraid of the squirrel, and he's going to teach him. It's like, no, come here. And he'll go to pet it, and the squirrel will jump on his face and just start clawing him, and he'll run around, in and out of frame, back and forth.
They're also going to actually have to have some type of games against the other camp of all blonde, really good-looking white kids,
right?
Superhuman campsters,
and they'll realize that through teamwork, and camaraderie, that they can beat them.
But the squirrel helps them win right at the end.
Of course,
and of course, it's going to have to be a scene. It's going to be nighttime, and everyone's bedded down for the night, and then you're going to hear like a wolf or something in the background, and then it's going to cut to a scene where everyone ended up sleeping together in one room.
Well,
all in a panic.
Well,
in Cuba Gooding Jr.'s bed,
in his sleeping bag,
and then Dateline begins.
Let's say hi to Joe. Joe, what's up?
Hey, Owen, what's going on? Of course, there's going to be a wacky outhouse scene, probably exploding. And also don't forget the spooky campfire scene.
Oh, where they tell ghost stories and something will happen.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
He was trying to get you. All right, here we go.
Bob saw it.
To a more natural setting.
There it is! Camp Dipwood! We were here when we were kids.
We don't know how to run a camp.
Yes, but we didn't know how to run a daycare center either.
What could possibly go wrong? From the studio that brought you Daddy Daycare.
This is it. Time to give them a summer they'll never forget.
From the studio that brought you Daddy Daycare?
Yeah.
So they can't even, it's not a producer, director, the stars, nothing.
No.
Okay, look, it's the same building. From the building that brought you Daddy Daycare.
Yeah, because the producer of Daddy Daycare and the director, they don't want their names associated anymore.
From
with this
the
crap.
studio. From the same piece of real estate that brought you Daddy Daycare.
From the same camera that was used to film Daddy Daycare.
They had to just say a building. It's pretty much the building that brought you.
From the same set.
We're going to film this the same month that Daddy Daycare was filmed.
They won't forget that.
August.
It's going to show them adventure Charlie and Phil style.
They'll discover the excitement of camp and the importance of family.
And the importance of family.
Every movie has to have some kind of message.
Well, this will have a nice, tender, sweet message that people can walk away from and go, wow, you know, that really sucked.
Yeah, this has
nothing going to happen that's going to make you think this movie doesn't suck.
Nobody's going to relate to this movie.
No.
Just a dad who really wants to spend time with you.
Oh, you
he took the summer off.
Watch the numbers on Monday morning, man.
Oh.
We'll be here for you. We'll discuss this dumb movie.
Importance of family.
You guys just need to be yourselves and know that you're going to be winners no matter what.
Yeah.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
I guess we showed them.
Daddy Day Camp.
What else could go wrong? No. Please, don't say that.
I think we're going to need more toilet paper.
There's your outhouse scene. That's your wacky outhouse scene.
It blows up, so there's everywhere.
Oh.
We should all go and take all the pests and ruin it for just a bunch of kids and just boo at every scene.
Surprise ending. The kids go to the camp driftwood showers and are gassed. Jesus Christ.
Wow. Let's go to Scott on Long Island.
People have no heart.
No. Scott, what's up?
I saw the trailer. It reminded me of The Great Outdoors with Dan Aykroyd and John Candy.
Yeah.
Bat scene and the water ski scene. You're going to see the same kind of thing.
What are you making? Cake icing? Can I lick the beaters?
Let's go to Frank in Philly, listening on WISP. I hear WISP has a new program director. They're heading in the right direction now down there in Philly. Let's say hi to Frank. What's up?
Good morning, fellas. Love you. Love your show.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I just want to say there's also going to be something's going to catch on fire, either the tent or the car, and everybody's going to go crazy.
Just run around and not know what to do.
Hopefully it's one of the kids.
They're going to go crazy. One of the kids are on fire.
All right. Thank you.
I predict this on video in a month.
All right, I got to tell you what happens on this show sometimes. There's somebody on hold.
Mm-hmm.
It says, I lost my virginity in summer camp.
Uh-huh.
This could be either really good or really bad. Here's the problem. I don't know if this is a male or a female.
Yeah.
Let's hope for the best here. Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Amy.
Oh, yeah!
And the voice.
Let's check.
All right. Wait, hold on.
All right. We're getting there.
She's hot, you can tell.
You remember me?
No.
Uh-oh.
What?
We're just happy that you're a female.
Oh, no. We remember. A little down there.
One time.
What?
You told me one time, Amy Jaegermouth, get off the line, Jaegermouth.
Oh, you're that alcoholic that calls every once in a while.
Once in a while. Only once before.
What?
Only once before. Okay, so summer camp is very good, I have to say. I don't think Cuba Gooding Jr. encapsulates summer camp the way that it should be. I don't think he does.
How low can you go with this thing?
All right, ask me. What?
That's such potential, too.
I know.
I was so happy.
All right, let's try to get her back on track.
All right,
hold on,
Amy.
I want to get you back on track. What is your losing virginity story?
Well, the first time I smoked pot and the first time I lost my virginity was in summer camp. And smoking pot was with girls, and losing my virginity was with a guy. And he was like, you know, he gave me cigarettes and stuff. It was like 1988, and I was a Metallica fan, and he wore Metallica T-shirts and stuff. And he gave me some cigarettes and, you know, trapped me in the mess hall sometime, you know, and put me up against the the medal, you know, and he said, you want it? I said, yeah. I said, no. It was terrible. It was horrible. He looked like Christian Slater in Point Break.
Slater.
He looked like Christian Slater in Gleaming the Cube, rather, not Point Break. There's too much feedback going on. You guys doing it?
Yeah, that's what it is, you dummy. Amy, so you lost your virginity at summer camp, right?
Yeah. So what? Like what?
It was amazing.
All right. How old were you?
I was 13. And he was 21.
Where was Chris Hansen back then? What the hell's up with you?
He was the maintenance man. I was 13, and it was like an arts camp, you know, it was like theater and music and art. And like...
All right, listen.
So, did he teach you anything that you use these days?
He, like, got me out of evening activity really early, like 15 minutes. He's like, leave there early, and I did. Yeah. And then I met him in my cabin, and he would fucking take my shirt off.
Hold on. Whoa. No cursing. He took your shirt off. All right.
He took my shirt off, and, you know, before anyone else would get back, and then one time they said a lost camper search, you know, like drill to find the lost campers and stuff. And so we all had to, like, all the bunks had to have their designated area to go find the lost campers.
All right, you're babbling again. You're losing us. Bring back the sexiness. Let's go.
I was the first one that they had to do the lost camper search for it during lunch. That they knew that I wasn't there, and only 2 girls knew where I was.
And where were you?
You know where I was.
No, where were you?
He looked like Christian Slater in Gleaming the Cube.
You're losing us again.
You
I was
dummy.
in his little cabin.
What were you wearing?
I don't know, a Metallica T-shirt and jean shorts. You know, I was 13. It was like 1989.
All right, get out of here, Amy.
Like when things were dirty, you know, when things were still dirty and nobody cared.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I just tell you guys?
Story was not sexy.
What?
That I'm happy that K-Rock is back, and that I'm happy that, like, other radio stations are back, and that there is no question about rock and roll radio
By the way,
anymore.
you know, when you're telling these little stories, here's a good idea. Have a point. It makes it so much more interesting for the listener.
Tell me, ask me a question. What do you want to know?
Yeah.
What do you want to know?
Why haven't you killed yourself yet?
Know? Ask me a question. What do you want to know?
We know all we need to know.
What do you want to know?
No, we'll ask you a question.
What do you want to know? You want to know something?
We'll ask you a question. What do we want to ask Amy, the drunk?
I'm not a drunk. I'm just an insomniac.
It's not insomnia when it's 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, but honey, these are my hours. It's like they're your hours too.
Why are you an insomniac?
Because I'm a bartender.
Oh, where do you bartend?
In Astoria.
In Astoria, yeah? What kind of bar?
It's like a neighborhood bar lounge.
Watch out. Watch out.
Uh-oh.
Watch out.
Oh, wow. Oh, this humanity. Oh, jeez.
Amy.
Yeah.
Amy?
Oh, yeah, that's...
Amy? Yeah.
Amy?
Yeah. Yeah. Amy?
Oh, wait, she still has a pulse. There we go.
Hey, is that a train? By the way, somebody from their mobile device, did they leave their name? Yeah, Bobby Bagpipes. I lost my virginity on the Space Shuttle Endeavor. Thank you for getting the Space Shuttle Endeavor thing, because we love that guy. Yeah, a lot of people. Space Shuttle Endeavor.
She didn't even have a good lost her virginity story.
No, man. If you got ladies, give us a good I lost my virginity story today, will you?
You know when you start swearing, the story stinks?
Yeah.
She's got to spice it up with the F word. She can't just say.
She had nothing.
By the way, I'm enjoying the winkies today on instant feedback.
Oh, they're giving you winky?
Yeah, the winky eye.
That's nice.
Those are the people that were listening the other day. So then I could figure out what you mean by your comments, if you're being sarcastic and dry, or if you're meaning what you're saying.
Opie needs emoticons.
Yes, I need emoticons.
An emoticon.
Hey, is Tom Alive Friday?
Oh, wow.
Here's the official sweeper. Is Tom Alive Friday?
Don't you know I'm still standing?
Oh, it's Tom. I'm still alive.
On the Opie and Anthony Show.
Well, we haven't heard from Tom yet, so
no.
Hopefully Tom's still alive. And hopefully he'll call us sometime between now and 9 o'clock.
To troll the hospitals?
What?
Yeah. Hey, what do you got there? Oh, you're going to live? All right, I'll talk to you later.
It's a great
Well,
bit.
if he calls up, we know he's alive. If he doesn't, we have to assume the worst.
Yeah.
They're kind of getting attached to the little bastard.
The little fella.
Yeah.
All right.
And what's more important than friends?
Just one lonely Friday. He's not going to call in.
No. All right, we got to take a quick break.
The movie coming out this Friday called Parrot Lungs. A man with the lung capacity of a condom calls a radio show.
Stephen S. from Bayshore is really messing me up. He goes, great show today, Ope. And then he winky eyes me.
And
then he writes, figure that one out.
He's screwing with
what
you.
What the hell does that mean now?
He knows all those little brainwashing tricks and torture tricks.
After the break.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Friday. Well, I know it's Friday, so I think...
I think it's Friday.
And I was going to say, I think we should just kind of get silly and have some fun.
Of course.
So we're gonna play some Maury Phobia audio.
Oh, from Maury.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we got some Phobia audio that's just horrific. The first one is a lady that is scared of birds.
Birds.
It's hilarious. We'll do it after the break. It's Opie and Anthony. We carry on with the Opie and Anthony Show, the Friday edition. Still waiting to see if Tom's alive today. You haven't missed anything yet as far as that goes. Big Duties Jay from Jersey. There's no way Daddy Day Camp is going to beat the comedy juggernaut that is Rush Hour 3.
Oh, yeah.
What's up with Rush Hour 3? Good reviews, bad reviews? Who gives a crap?
1.5 stars.
Nice.
The review I saw. I don't know what Rotten Tomatoes is giving it.
Well, Daddy Day Camp, 2% good reviews from all the reviewers across America. And we want to read just a couple of these before we move on. Some would argue that kids aren't as jaded as adults and will enjoy an agonizingly unfunny experience like Daddy Day Camp just fine. Using the same rationale, you could feed them Alpo. One of the reviews. Where's the one that Travis wanted me to read? Not quite as funny as a perforated ulcer. This terrible sequel to a bad movie was directed by Fred Savage, the now-grown star of The Wonder Years.
Are you kidding?
Though there's no evidence of any behind-the-scenes adult supervision. An excruciating stew of kindergarten-level toilet humor and absurd and false sentimentality. About as much fun as being given a wedgie and hung from the camp flagpole. What's worse than a listless sequel to a terrible movie? How about a listless sequel with a far less interesting cast than the first film?
How does Cuba Gooding Jr., Oscar winner, allow himself to be directed by the kid from The Wonder Years?
Yeah, that's a little weird, right?
That must be a little odd.
And finally, poison ivy jokes, poop jokes, runaway bus jokes, young love jokes, skunk jokes. Oh, we forgot the skunk.
The skunk.
Of course the skunk's going to be in this movie. Some fake fatherly tender moments, vomit jokes. This film has them all.
It's like our show.
All right. We're going to try this virginity thing one more time before we move on to the lady who's scared of birds.
All right.
Rachel in Massachusetts, listening on WBCN. What's up, Rachel?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Rachel.
Not too bad. Love you guys. Love the show. Just wanted to say that.
Hey, thanks. So you heard Amy's awful virginity story, right?
Yeah.
All right, what do you got?
Well, I was probably about 15 at the time, and this boy was walking me home, and we just decided to have sex behind a factory in Fall River.
So what happened? Some details, radio friendly.
Yeah, you suck at telling a hot story. I got to tell you.
You get right to the point, don't you?
Yeah, you got right to the point.
Yeah, we were behind a factory and we did it.
Huh?
It wasn't even, that sexual at all. And people were driving by us, were walking by us. Everybody, everything. It wasn't,
You're losing us. You're losing us.
I'm sorry.
All right, listen. We're going to cut our losses. Is there one lady out there, one woman, one female that could tell us a hot I lost my virginity story? Rachel got right to the point.
What an awful storyteller she is.
15, my boyfriend at the time decided to have sex. We did it behind a factory. Cars were going by. It wasn't sexy whatsoever.
No, like how he talked her into it. How,
what I was
how
wearing.
It started.
No, it's like she texted us that sex story.
A text.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
You know what's key to a virginity story? You got to say you were like a teenage nymph.
Details.
You were wearing short shorts.
They're those old pony shorts.
Something,
those chicks used to wear.
Pony, yeah. Some details, like what did it look like around the area that you were doing it in, and how did he talk you into it? What was the first thing that came off?
Right.
Things like that.
All right, let's go to Chris in Monroe. Chris, what's up?
Monroe.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey.
Love the show.
Yeah.
Absolutely love the show. Yeah, so I went to the traveling virus out in Jones Beach.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yep.
Made my way home wasted.
Yep.
And then my girlfriend decided that, or actually my best friend decided that he was going to take me on the 25th for my 22nd birthday, because it's on the August 26th.
The PNC show, the ONA traveling virus when it hits the Jersey area there. PNC, August 25th.
Exactly.
All right.
Yep.
What about it?
Wondering if you could make me feel special and I don't know, say happy birthday or something.
How old are you going to be on the 25th?
I'm going to be, on the 25th, I'll be 21. On the 26th, I'll be 22.
All right, absolutely not.
Happy birthday. What are we doing? Happy birthday shout-outs?
What?
I really thought you were going to give the guy a shot. Hey, man,
No.
you know what? Happy birthday. You went, absolutely.
Saw that coming a mile away because there's no way in hell we would do that.
I'm saving that guy a lot of humiliation.
Yep.
It's looking like we're going to have at least 12 to 15,000 people at PNC, somewhere in there, depending on how the tickets go the last couple of weeks.
Huge.
If we wish that guy Tom a happy birthday, the booze.
Who gives a crap?
All right, maybe we'll bring him on stage. If he wants a happy birthday, we'll ask for Tom.
It'll be memorable.
Make him sing it to himself.
All right, here we go. Here we go. As we wait to see if Tom's alive, we get to meet Andrea here. She's afraid of birds.
My name is Andrea, and I am definitely afraid of birds. They are out to get me. They know that I hate them, and the more I run, and the more I try to get away.
I don't like that bird.
I just can't get away from them.
I'm Brian Fellow.
7 years old, walking down the boardwalk. The seagulls, they just attacked me for my funnel cake.
Funnel cake.
What?
The seagulls attacked her for her funnel cake. Throw the funnel cake down, you fat slob.
It's a dumb funnel cake.
It's a funnel cake. If the seagulls are attacking you for a funnel cake, leave the funnel cake.
If it was tiramisu, I would understand.
Tiramisu.
It's a funnel cake.
It's a funnel cake. She was using it to funnel more food into her mouth.
Tiramisu.
You know.
Oh, that's funny.
Tiramisu
Maybe
is
a
worth
nice
saving.
slice of cheesecake.
That's right, but funnel cake.
A funnel cake.
Get a hold of yourself.
Creme brulee.
Right.
You could get another funnel cake. Oh, don't worry about it.
where my funnel came and packed my hands and slapped in my face. I pulled into the store in the parking lot, and they started sitting on my car. I was breathing heavy into
They started what on her car?
Sitting.
Can I really?
Oh, you thought they said?
Can I hear that again?
Oh, you thought they said something else?
I thought I could swear it says something else that would be horrible. You know.
All right, let's listen.
They're sitting on my car.
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, wow.
But,
all right, wait.
They were sitting on her car?
I pulled into the store in the parking lot, and they started sitting on my car.
Wow, they were sitting on her car. One more time. I just gotta. This is from Maury?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's gotta be that.
Parking lot, and they started sitting on my car.
You know how birds can be. Okay.
We're just idiots, man. We really are idiots.
Yeah.
Into the store in the parking lot, and they started sitting on my car. I was breathing heavy into a brown paper bag.
Because of you, I don't even hear sitting anymore.
No, it's
I hear it differently.
I believe she's saying the birds were sitting on her car. She pulled into the parking lot. The birds are sitting on her car.
Yeah.
But it sounded like something that birds can also, do to a car.
Yeah.
Let me hear that one more time.
I pulled into the store in the parking lot, and they started sitting on my car. I was breathing heavy into a brown paper bag.
And there was a bird in the bag. Oh.
All right, let's get through this.
I pulled into the store in the parking lot, and they started sitting on my car. I was breathing heavy into a brown paper bag, and I just wanted to run and get away from them, and I was just in the store in the corner. I had to call my sister-in-law to come pick me up and carry me to the car. Can't breathe. I don't know why they always come after me. Why they always poop in my hair. Why?
Pooping in a weave.
Maybe it wasn't like a bird's nest. They wouldn't try to poop in your hair.
All right, raise your hand or honk your horn if you're thinking the same thing we are. There's a reason why the seagulls are following you. I'm reminded of that commercial with the mother and the daughter walking down the beach.
Yeah. Seagulls following you?
It's time to freshen up.
You smell like old pennies.
You got to freshen up, man. Something's going on down there.
That'd be a great commercial. A bird's following your vagina.
Chasing me, and they was pecking at my pants.
They were...
I don't know what happened.
Well, the best part of these phobia shows, Maury just gets sick. I don't know how he's going to bring birds out on stage.
All right. You got to overcome your...
right.
You're a wonderful lady with a lot to live for. You got to overcome this fear.
Yeah, let's...
Release the birds! The vultures, like some friggin' condors, things with like 12-foot wingspans.
Brings an ostrich.
An ostrich to kick her.
He gives her an ostrich egg.
Cover her in bird feed. Yeah. Just cover her in like melted sugar and bird feed and release giant birds of prey. Falcons and eagles.
Strap meat on her chest.
Strap dead rabbits to her. Make her run from eagles.
Yeah, salmon hanging off her neck.
Just give her some kind of wound and release the vulture.
Yeah, seriously, strap her to a tree and just slice her open.
Here we go. It continues. She's really obsessed with in this next clip, she's really obsessed with the fact that the birds are pooping on her.
Yeah.
You really believe they have singled you out?
They singled me out, Maury. All the people on the boardwalk, and they chose me.
How many times you been pooped on?
Close to 20 or more. Always.
The birds?
Yes, always. Since I was a kid, they loved to poop on me, in my hair, everywhere. I was eating ice cream, and I just saw something dripping in my ice cream, and it was poop.
What's wrong with this lady?
Stop eating ice cream and funnel cakes.
Yeah, under a tree.
What the hell is going on? Pilot to Bombardier. Pilot to Bombardier.
Wow.
We have a douche eating.
Saw something dripping in my ice cream, and it was poop. It's horrible. It's not funny. It's horrible.
What happened last week?
I was in Walmart. I was driving into Walmart, and they smelled my fear, Maury. They knew it was me.
They smelled your fear?
Yes, they smelled my fear. As soon as I pulled into Walmart.
That's not what they were smelling. That's not what they were smelling.
And then she calls it her fear.
Yeah, her fear.
They smelt her fear.
I get my fear once a month.
My fear. Fear's visiting.
Mommy, my fear's here.
Aunt Fear is visiting.
Aunt Fear has decided to visit.
Do you have any fear pads?
As soon as I pulled into Walmart's parking lot, they just started sitting on top of the car, flying in front of my mirror, sitting in my window.
You couldn't get out of there, could you?
No.
You had to call somebody, didn't you?
Yes.
Who'd you call?
I called my sister-in-law, Mary.
Mary.
Yes.
Mary?
I thought her purse was snatched or her car broke down. She said, because the birds, they won't let me out. When I got there, Maury, she was all the way in the back of the
Where do you live? The Galapagos Islands.
I was making baskets and braiding pretty ladies' hair.
What do you do for a living? I work in an aviary. No wonder they're crapping on you, you dummy.
She was all the way in the back of the store, down in the corner, talking about the birds, I can't get out.
Enough about the birds.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. So, of course, now Maury, in one quick hour show, has to solve everybody's phobias. Because that's all it takes to get on a national talk show, and then they could,
cure you like
that. They could cure you like that.
No matter what your problems are.
So Sick Maury decides to bring out a bird for Andrea. Listen to this clip.
We have to have you face your fears.
He's sick.
We have to have you face your fears. No, you don't.
No, and his voice changes too. You're gonna have to face your fears.
You don't have to.
Yeah, that's the most basic advice you can give anybody.
Maury,
just face your fears.
Just face it. You're afraid of heights? You got to go to the top of the Empire State Building.
Right.
No, I don't.
No, I don't have to do it.
You're afraid of planes? Get on a plane. No.
Maury's getting turned on by
afraid of water? Swim. No.
Listen to his voice change.
Yeah, come on.
You gotta face your fears.
Face your fears.
Come to Daddy Maury.
All right, we've cloned a pterodactyl. Bring it out. Carries her away and rips her in 3 pieces.
Craps on a dead corpse.
and feeds her to her young.
To little baby.
Right.
You just see her weave being regurgitated into a big pterodactyl baby's mouth.
No, they make a nest out of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wow.
And then just regurgitate her funnel cake. Stupid funnel cake.
We have to have you face your fears, Andrea. Let's bring out the bird. Just look over there, just one. Whoa. Wait a second, Andrea. Wait a minute. Don't do this.
This is helping. This is helping.
Yeah, this is good.
The music, and Maury's dressed like Big Bird. Maury's in a Big Bird. Where you going? Wait, come back.
This is not helping her at all.
Yeah. Dramatic music, like
he's traumatizing her. She could go to therapy for probably years, and they would start out with pictures in a book of a bird,
sure,
or a feather,
cartoon birds,
a feather duster,
right,
something like that. Not just bring out a whole flock of birds
and start the dramatic music.
And no matter how much she screams, keep the birds a coming.
Lock the exits.
Throw funnel cakes at her.
Turn down the lights.
You turn off the lights. Bring out the owls. They can see good in the dark.
Turn the strobe light on.
Cover her with worms.
What do you got, Danny?
Well, I was just going to say, you heard how upset she was getting. I do believe that was over a parakeet in a cage.
Come on. Are you serious?
If I remember correctly, that's what it was.
And that's the only bird he brought out?
Yeah, they might have had another cage with more birds in it as well, but I believe that particular clip was just one parakeet.
That parakeet's got to feel badass, man.
Yeah.
Just got to start thinking, I'm going to tell these other parakeets, we have a shot here.
Yeah.
We have a shot at this planet. with women like that running around. Wah! She lost her mind.
Jimmy Hat's from FBA. Maury turns into Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Bring out the birds.
The birds. Come on, bring them out. You like those birds, don't you?
Bring out the birds.
The birds. You're scared, aren't you? Come on, look at the bird. Just angry Vince. Look at the bird. You're scared.
And to tear down a wall, Maury is hoping that she's going to freak out. That's the whole reason to do this show. He doesn't want to cure anything.
Who is the wrestler with the bird?
Oh, Coco.
Beware.
Bring out Coco Beware.
Right.
Come on, look at Coco's bird. Just angry Vince. Release the birds. You're scared of birds, are you? Well, bring them out. You're not going anywhere. Come on, look at the bird. Oh, I can't do it. Take off your bra.
Wrap this raw meat around your arm.
Get out of here.
Here we go.
He steps into an exploding limo, and a wrestler chokes his family.
Oh,
what? That's what happens.
Oh, boy. We were having fun, too.
Yeah, I know.
Why?
Had to take it there.
Yeah.
Let's go back to birds.
Wait a second, Andrea. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Don't do this. It's one little bird. One little bird. Come here, Andrea. Come here. Andrea. One bird. It's one little bird. You think she's kidding now? You think she's acting now? I don't think so.
Look at Maury. Maury is so into it. This is acting. This is authentic fear. I think she's going to die.
Right. You think she's acting now? Bring out more birds.
More birds.
Let's just pour a bucket of bird poop on like a carry. Stand a carry, just the door shut.
No, instead of reenact the scene from Carrie, but instead of the blood falling from the sky, it's just a bucket of bird seed and dump it right on her head.
I love Maury's advice too. He's such a psychologist. It's just one bird.
It's one bird. Come on.
Oh, he gets so excited, man.
Oh, he loves it.
Yeah, just dump a bucket of honey all over, and then a bucket of bird
seed,
and then release the bird.
Just a blinding amount of birds. The whole studio just turns completely. It's full of birds.
You just hear that flapping sound.
You can barely hear her screams over the.
Yeah, and then at the end of this, he should give her a trip to that place out there where you used to with the birds, the thing. The birds come back every year.
Oh, Capistrano.
Right.
We're giving you a trip to San Juan Capistrano.
And she's screaming like, oh,
where
my
the
God,
swallows come back.
Right.
You could go to the mission at San Juan Capistrano where you could get a bunch of swallow poop on you. What?
You think she's kidding now?
The kids in the Hitchcock movie, The Birds, didn't get this upset.
I know. I can't get enough of this.
Yeah.
You think she's acting now? I don't think so. Wait a second. Andrea, stand up. Stand up. It's going to be all right. I'm going to take him away. Stand up. Okay. You don't even want to look at it. Andrea, stand up here. We're going to take them away. They're gone. Stand up here. Oh, gosh.
Oh.
We're going to help her. All right. We'll be back right after this. Andrea, it's all over.
We'll be back right after this.
I thought I saw a hyperventilating. I did see a hyperventilating.
Jesus. Oh, my God.
Stupid woman.
Let's say hi to Kevin in Jersey. Kevin, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man.
You guys missed the obvious when you talk about Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Her and the parakeet in a cage match.
How about a cage match?
You and a parakeet.
You and a parakeet in a cage match.
No
at
holds
SummerSlam.
Right, no holds barred.
No holds barred. Come on, get in the cage. Angry Vince.
Let's say hi to Jeff.
Come on, get in the cage.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Jeff in Jersey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey, I just want to know, do they play I Ran by Flock of Seagulls?
You might as well.
Drunkus.
Or get the theme from that old Hitchcock Birds movie, yeah. Let's say hi to Chrissy, a girl in Philly listening on WISP. Chrissy, what's up?
Chrissy.
You guys totally missed it. When she said that she'd been pooped on 20 times, Maury had to ask her, by birds?
God, how do we miss that?
Was it the last clip
by
we played?
Birds?
Oh, now we're going to have to find that.
Punch him out.
Now I got to hear that again. We'll try to find that during the break, all right? Hopefully we'll find out soon if Tom's alive. It is Tom alive? Friday.
Yeah.
We haven't heard from Tom yet. If you don't know about this, we'll explain the whole thing after the break, okay?
Right.
All right. And also more of Maury's Phobia show.
I love how he cures them. That woman seems fine now.
Is the next one
He's
good?
a miracle worker.
Yeah, you just
keep your laughter to yourself.
Scares them.
You did it right before the commercial, too.
Puts them in a catatonic state where a bird can now land on her head and she'll just sit there and drool.
Right. We'll be back right after these messages. What an ass. We love Maury.
Hey, rolls.
She's just under a tree, birds all over her. She doesn't care.
She's just saying, birds, birds, birds. That's it. Get down and tweet like a bird for me. Come on, tweet like a bird. That's it. I love Angry Vince.
Angry Vince rocks.
I was doing a show when I was in Montreal doing the Nasty Show.
Yeah.
One of the comics wouldn't come in the room when I was eating bananas.
He's afraid of bananas?
He's afraid of banana peels.
Why?
Is he the cartoon?
A comic
Thinks
that's
he's gonna
afraid of
slip?
banana peels.
And this guy's like real dirty, real edgy. I was like, yo, mate, can you let me know when you're done eating the banana?
What's his name?
Jim Jeffries.
All right, if you're going to see Jim Jeffries soon, please throw a banana peel up on stage.
I mean,
He'll
he
slip like a
was
cartoon.
petrified of it.
Banana peels.
Petrified. I mean,
How
I
can
thought
they
he was
hurt
joking.
you?
He petrified. Wouldn't come in the room.
Wow.
I had to throw it out in the garbage.
It's an odd phobia.
Yeah. Well, after the break, we got Carolyn. She's afraid of cotton balls.
Well, can only imagine what they do to her.
Carolyn, afraid of cotton balls after the break.
There's only one cure for this.
That's right. Carolyn is afraid of cotton balls. After the break, Carolyn, who's afraid of cotton balls.
Dummy.
Victim of the modern age. Poor girl.
Bob Kelly in studio. Go to Robert Kelly Live for his tour dates, but basically he's playing Mohegan Sun tonight and tomorrow.
Friday, Saturday night, yeah.
There you go. It's Opie and Anthony.
The return of What the Hell Is That to the Opie and Anthony show was an overnight success.
My God, this is awesome.
Who could forget the sounds of cysts being ruptured and Bob Kelly vomiting into a bucket?
Bobby's puking.
Well, we're going down that pus-filled road again, kids.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
If you have a bump, boil, bruise, lesion, pustule, cyst, inflammation, or otherwise unidentifiable oddity on your person, then you're perfect for What the Hell Is That?
See, that's why the show's called What the Hell Is That?
Email Travis at FoundryMusic.com with your ailment or freakish growth and your contact information, and we'll have our crack team of medical professionals take a gander at it.
Bring it all to the set!
And most likely giggle at it. It's the return of the return of What the Hell Is That? On the Opie and Anthony Show.
I can't explain how gross it is.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hey, it's the Opie and Anthony Show. Opie and Anthony.
Want to send a message to the Opie and Anthony Show?
Not you.
Go to opieandanthony.com and click on live feedback.
Like I'm a computer idiot over here.
It'll get read, but it may not get respect.
Oh, gosh.
If you're using a cell phone or a PDA, why don't you send some messages to feedback at opieandanthony.com.
It rebooted.
I swear they'll read it on the show.
Feeling so wet.
Baby, shut up.
Net access powered, so you know it's fast.
Think about that, folks.
OpieandAnthony.com.
Opie and Anthony.
Infamous CJ's.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony. It's Friday. It's FU Friday. It's Point and Laugh Friday. It's Air Guitar Friday.
You're doing a little air guitar there.
Oh, yeah. Ugh.
Something's been brought to my attention.
Yeah. What do you got?
What is E-Rock? What do you got a mic? What are you drinking this morning?
Nothing right now. What?
No? What did you have to drink?
This morning?
Yeah.
I had a chocolate milk.
Okay. People are suggesting perhaps the Fat Smash thing is over when you're drinking Nesquik.
Oh, my God.
He had a thing of Nesquik.
Reduced fat chocolate.
I would
reduced.
You fall for the reduced fat trap?
From what?
Let me see. How many calories in that?
All right. Ope knows how to read these bottles and stuff. What's up? What?
Just 200 calories.
200 calories for a beverage in the morning.
Beverage.
First thing in the morning.
I would love to drink this every morning.
Wouldn't
I'm
it
sure
taste
it's delicious.
good? Right?
Oh my! I would love this every morning. I'm eating awful egg whites again with horrible raw vegetables. God bless you, Rock.
Right.
Well, if he was on Weight Watchers, he could have that. That would just be pretty much it for the day.
Did you make you just kind of decided, conscious decision?
What?
No, I'm saying for a split second. I'm just saying. Oh, Jesus. He's pissed.
Why are you
He's
pissed?
throwing
They
things.
keep giving me this stupid pink flamingo and putting it on my lap.
Are you afraid of pink flamingos?
Pink flamingo.
What's the pink flamingo thing all about?
Come on, have the pink flamingo. Put it on your lap. He's the pink flamingo. Look, they're passing out flyers.
That's Eric's wrestling name.
That's his wrestling name now, the pink flamingo.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Can I see?
When you grabbed that Nestle's Quick, did you think like maybe I shouldn't have this, or did you even give it a second thought? I'm just asking.
No.
No what?
I said, screw it, I want it. So
But you knew it was not good.
Oh, my God.
He's throwing that pink flamingo
Why
around.
are you throwing the pink flamingo around?
Because every time I'm doing something or talking, all of a sudden, in my peripheral vision, the pink flamingo
In your what?
comes.
It's mispronunciation Friday. Let him be.
Okay, all right.
Not
I'm just
supposed
gonna
to question anything.
Okay, then I can do this.
Why? Why are you pointing and laughing?
It's Point and Laugh Friday.
That's right. Yeah.
Come on. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Birds! Geese and ganders! Come on, take the gander. What's a gander?
Someone had a great line on instant feedback. I don't have it in front of me anymore, but it's Maury going, after these messages, the birds will sing turn, turn, turn.
As she screams. Oh, Steve's got the flamingo. He's taunting E-Rock with the flamingo.
And see, E-Rock's not brave enough to give Steve any bunk.
He won't whack it out of Steve's hand, I don't think.
No, come on, E-Rock, just take it out of his hand.
He's making him kiss.
Take it out of his hand.
Flamingo.
Take it out of his hand. There you go.
Punch Steve in the mouth.
Smash it with the flamingo.
Aw, Steve's hugging him now. Big bear.
Oh.
Man, he's really angry.
It's angry so quick.
I don't think he likes the fact that everybody picked up on the Nesquik.
He's breaking the pink flamingo's neck.
Oh.
And I saw Travis run out of the studio. That can mean only one thing. They already have a replacement. Yeah, of course.
There's another pink flamingo.
Creeps invested.
Where the hell
in
they get all
flamingos.
these pink flamingos?
They actually raided a gay bar last night just to mess with Eric tonight.
How many pink flamingos do you guys have, realistically, here? How many?
That might be the last one.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
It was Ralph in Belleville for that line. Thank you, Ralph. All right, why don't we move on here? It's also Is Tom Alive Friday.
Yeah, we got to know.
Is Tom Alive Friday?
Don't you know I'm still standing?
Oh, it's Tom. I'm still alive.
On the Opie and Anthony Show.
Ooh.
Yeah, Tom called a few Fridays ago, and he basically gave us some bad news that he's got this really, really bad disease.
Lung disease.
That's kind of closing up his lungs slowly. The doctor gave him 7 years to live, and he's up to 6.
He's on year 6
He's
of
on year
7
6.
to go. 7 to live, and that leaves a year.
And it looks like the only way for him to survive is to get like a double lung heart transplant eventually.
Yeah.
And what was the other thing? Oh, yeah. And if it gets to the point where he can't handle it anymore, he's already decided he will blow his brains out.
Right.
Oh. All right.
No, my health doesn't allow it.
Space Shuttle Endeavor. It's Endeavor Friday. The Space Shuttle Endeavor.
Special
Endeavor. He just lets the rest of the word just keep going. Space Shuttle Endeavor. Ladies and gentlemen,
replace the Challenger.
Tom is
alive. Yeah, Tom's still alive. Yeah, Tom.
Hey, Tom, what's up, buddy?
Not much.
Tommy, are you breathing? Dun, dun.
I'm still breathing.
All right.
So what's
huh? I could add one more injury to the list.
Add another injury to the list. I just want to know how was the last year of your life there. See, because to you, like a week going by is like a year. So what did you do in the last year there?
Oh, it was fabulous. I went to the doctor last week.
And?
Oh, sorry about that.
Okay. You gotta breathe.
Don't scare us.
The breathing test, little bad.
Oh, jeez. You're sounding a little bad today.
You don't sound as good as last week there, Tom.
Yeah. I called earlier, but
what did the doctor... Dude, what did the doctor say?
Stick your head between your knees and kiss the part of your anatomy goodbye.
No way.
Hold on a minute. I want to help out this phone call.
Oh, jeez. Oh, that's not nice.
Well, look at me. He's laughing on the phone. Guy's got a good sense of humor.
Laughing, he's wheezing.
So, Tom, the doctor...
It wasn't that bad. I mean, it was worse than March's. So,
so worse...
I could tell that just the way I'm breathing.
Really? It's getting harder to breathe?
Yeah. It's been going downhill since March, so...
Since March, April, May, June, July, August. Oh, man.
That sucks.
And you could tell by the breathing test, huh?
I can tell just by my breathing, but the breathing test confirms it. It's a little more accurate.
What's the breathing test? Does it let a match and you have to blow it out?
Don't make him laugh. Oh, Jesus.
That's not good. You just...
Hey, Bob, you're killing.
First time in his life.
Oh!
Next month couldn't come quick enough.
So, Tom.
Yes, Anthony.
Well, that was Opie, but...
Whatever.
What are you going to do?
We'll cut you some slack.
It doesn't really matter. Call him anything you want. Opie, Anthony.
So, Tom, since the last time we talked to you, what have you been up to? What have you been doing?
Gasping.
Well,
besides gasping. Jesus.
I was doing some work on our website. I sent you guys the
X-ray? Yeah, we saw your chest X-ray. It's up on our website. Interesting. There's some kind of spider-looking thing in one of your lungs.
Yeah, it's all scar tissue.
Oh, is it?
wrapped around my bronchies.
Oh, wow. That doesn't sound good.
Breathing in is easy, breathing out is hard.
Really?
That's what they give. Yeah.
You can, like, hold your breath. Oh. Yeah. All right.
You guys have me on a disadvantage. I already took my pain medication for my broken back.
What? You have a broken back?
Why do you have a broken back?
From the prednisone. It weakened my bones, and then so at some point in the past 6 years, I broke my back.
You don't know when you did it?
I'm pretty sure I know when I did it. It was when I was hit by a car.
Oh, my God.
All right. What the hell is wrong with...
What did you do?
Tom!
What happened to you?
Were you Hitler in the last life?
You're the reincarnation of Hitler.
Well, when it goes to that theory, I very well could have been.
So you were hit by a car...
Which broke your back, so you're taking painkillers for that. Not because your lungs are shutting down slowly.
No, it's for severe back pain.
Yeah, from the accident.
Right.
How'd you get hit by a car? What were you doing?
Breathing.
I was on vacation, and in Massachusetts, every corner has, yield for pedestrians.
Yeah.
And sure enough, the woman yielded, let me pass, and I'm looking to watch this car making a left, and next thing I know, I'm flying up in the air over this woman's car, breaking her antenna, landing down on the back of my head and neck, and the ambulance was like saying, "Yo, dude, we're just like getting off shift, man, and the hospital's like an hour away. You don't look that bad."
God.
The aristocrats.
They took me back to my bed and breakfast, and the same woman that hit me was the same woman that delivered my pizza.
Oh my God! You're getting everyone depressed. Let's play a little more music.
Is there anyone out there? 'Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe.
Tom, you've had a string of bad luck.
You must be used to this sound.
What did you do, rape a leprechaun?
It was burning all those Jews in my past
In a past life, right?
What did you do, man?
What do you do in a past life? Well, no one deserves this.
Did you work in a mirror factory and just went nuts one day?
Hold on a minute. Let's say hi to Molly in Massachusetts. Molly, what's up?
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
I'm sitting here listening to this. This is just completely heartbreaking that this guy's living like week to week, and here I am smoking my 22-year-old healthy lungs away.
Ah, you're smoking, huh?
You're a fool.
Yeah.
Well, she's alive.
Hey, Tom, tell her.
I never smoked a day in my life.
Shoulda. Yeah.
Start now.
Heading down a path, not good. Making me, think about quitting because of this.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
It's depressing.
At least
This
my
guy,
life
he
meant
can
something.
barely carry
At least my life meant
I am late going up.
I don't know.
I saved a girl from Massachusetts, a state I hate.
Yeah, you got hit by a car there, honey.
All right, listen, Chris from Staten Island has a problem with this whole thing. Chris, what's up? You're on with Tom from White Plains.
No, I don't have a problem with it, but you guys are going to hell in a handbag, bro.
Why?
Come on, man. Like, let me ask you a question, seriously. If it was somebody that you love, God forbid, would you goof on it as well?
We've goofed on people in our own lives, absolutely.
Yeah.
You gotta have a sense of humor in the end. Tom.
No, I do. I do.
How about we ask Tom? Hold on, Chris. Seriously, Tom. Do you mind that we're doing this every week?
If I minded, I wouldn't have called back.
Yeah. See,
don't laugh too much, Tom.
Huh?
You guys got to do like a Make-A-Wish Foundation for this guy. Grant him a wish or something to make him happy. Come on.
This might end either with a wake or maybe a double lung heart transplant. Who knows?
Let him get his double lung heart transplant. Let the guy live forever. God bless him.
All right. Thank you, Chris.
How's that looking, Tom? How's that looking, Tom? Any prospects about the lungs and heart transplant or something?
No, not yet. Not yet. The lungs have to get a little more white.
They're pretty white.
Jesus.
The side view, man, it looks pretty white.
It's not like they're going to get better, so why don't they just put one in now? I bet if you were famous, they'd.
Huh?
They'll have to find a donor, and they don't want to waste, three organs.
Go to like Southeast Asia. They'll kill a kid over there for like $20 for you. Then you get a fresh set of lungs and a heart.
You can actually have sex with them first.
Yeah,
Kill them.
they don't care. Life is cheap over there. China.
As we move on with this whole thing, this could get really interesting. I mean, it could raise awareness for donor transplant.
We should do make a breath foundation.
Blow out the candle and make a wish. He can't do it.
Or Lisa Breast Foundation.
Well, Tom, I think you gave us a lot this week. We learned a little more about you.
Yeah.
That you have the worst luck in the world.
Stay inside, Tom.
And stop ordering pizza.
Yeah.
No, I did. No, I order the dinners.
Yeah.
You order the dinners?
You don't have to rush. You don't have to rush them as fast. They stay hotter longer.
Yeah. All right. Anything else we want to ask Tom today?
Wow. I'm punching out.
Ticking clock in the background.
Yeah.
You're just punching out for today, right?
Punching out for today. That's right.
Tom, I get more questions about you than anything else we're doing on the show lately, and it's true that you're gonna kill yourself before it gets too bad, right?
Yeah. If I lose the use of my legs.
Why that could happen?
Why I have no feeling in them already. So,
What? Because of your broken back or the lung thing?
There's in my spinal cord. There's some lesions, and
what the hell? You are a mess.
Yeah. I hate to bring it all out. I'm not looking for pity. Yeah.
Well, you're not getting any on this program. We're just saying it's that is a bitch, man. Wow. You have lesions on your spinal cord, so you have no feeling in your legs?
Yeah, and on my hands, on my ring finger and pinky, and going up the glove, I don't have any feelings on either of those.
All right, obviously you're bringing us all down again, so we need some music to bring everyone back up.
All right. Yeah.
I feel better, dude. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, you rocked it out. Yeah. All right, so what did we learn today from Tom? Not only does he have this awful disease where he needs a double lung heart transplant, he broke his back
after getting hit by a car.
They
gave him pain medication.
Yeah, but the car that hit him was the same car that delivered his pizza.
The ambulance guy was actually getting off work, so they really didn't want to take him to the hospital because it was a shift change.
Yeah.
So he has a broken back for that. Then now he's got numb legs, and he's got lesions on his spine?
Lesions,
excuse me, on his spinal cord?
Okay, you don't
Legions.
have to apologize.
Mispronunciation Friday.
Legions of Romans on his spine.
Just like the ones in my lungs.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I can send you a CT in my spinal cord.
Were you just sipping on something, or was that your lung actually?
Yeah, what was that? It sounded like you were
Draining.
finishing up a milkshake.
No, it was water.
Coming out of you, like or you drinking?
No, I was drinking some water through a straw.
Oh, okay.
All right, well.
No, it was really my lung collapsing.
The character.
You gotta give it up. He's got a great sense of
The
humor.
only reason we're doing this, because the guy has a great sense of humor about it. Was that you doing a pity laugh?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
All right, Paul in Philly, what's up, real fast?
Hey, why don't you and Opie and Anthony put your celebrity to good use and try and get him a long...
Well, maybe someone should...
Any listeners want to give up their lungs?
Yeah, how do we get lungs?
Yeah, we're going to cut open an intern?
No, I mean, just put out a call to, a surgeon somewhere.
Well, this Tom is getting a lot of attention out there. So who knows? We'll see how this ends. I'm hoping it ends nice.
Yeah, he lives.
It's either going to end with some kind of transplant going on or a gunshot.
But if you live, Tom, know you'll never be on the show again. So this is your only chance at fame.
All right, Tom, any last words just in case?
Yeah.
Have a great weekend.
Oof.
All right, I like that. It's just,
Tom,
it's optimistic.
You know what we say to you? I hope you make it through the weekend.
Well, have a great weekend.
Thanks, little Jimmy.
That's Bob Kelly.
Yeah,
Bob Kelly, but again, it doesn't matter.
Oh, Bob, I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter, dude. You're on
After that
Cody.
harsh comment I gave you, too.
A weekend for Tom is 4 months. So
That's like 70% of his life.
Yeah.
At this point. He's like a mayfly.
I hope he lives.
All right, there's your update. Tom is alive.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Wait, don't say bye-bye.
Oh, no.
You mean you're just hanging up the phone?
I thought it was over. He said he didn't put on the music.
Yeah, but bye-bye is so final.
It really is.
Say so long.
Yeah.
See you next week, something like that.
We'll see you next Friday, hopefully.
Talk to you next week.
Hopefully, right?
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, I like the
God
optimism.
willing.
All right, thank
God
you.
willing.
Thank you, Tom.
It's starting to sound like Buddy Ebsen.
Thank you.
There
At the end of that whole
there he goes. Tom
episode.
from White Plains. He is alive. Is Tom Alive Friday?
Don't you know I'm still standing?
Oh, it's Tom. I'm still alive.
On the Opie and Anthony Show.
You know what we got to do next week if Tom's alive? Because we're getting to know him a little more every week.
Yeah.
We got to do some kind of like Make-A-Wish thing. What does he want to do?
Yeah.
That we could do.
We
What does
can
he
help
want
him
to
out
do?
there.
Anything from hookers to a trip to Disney.
You can't really give him a hooker. He'd be out of breath.
Disney. That too.
I'm just saying.
Put him on the
anywhere in
Space
between.
Mountain.
It might be something simple. Who knows? We'll find out next week what Tom wants.
Hike Everest.
How about a tank of oxygen?
We'll find out, and we'll make it happen. That I'll do.
Climb to the summit of a speed bump.
I'll write that check next week. We'll find out what Tom wants to do.
What does he want to do?
We'll do a little Make-A-Wish thing
Maybe
with Tom.
we just blow pollen in his face.
That's not very nice.
See what happens.
I think we'll know what happens.
You gotta face your fears, like Maury said.
Face your fears. We're gonna blow pollen in your face.
Tom, you can't breathe. You're afraid of dying.
That's right.
Breathe out the pollen.
Gonna duct tape your mouth shut and then hold your nose.
Go ahead, breathe in the pollen. This is a good point. That guy from Philly listening on YSP is like, hey, get him some lungs. Well, Matt has a good observation. Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, you guys can't even get new bumper stickers. How are you going to get somebody lungs?
Damn, that is perfect.
Good point, Matt. Good point.
You're gonna get lungs.
You guys get bumper stickers?
While we were meeting with Tracy yesterday, supposedly the WOW stickers are going to be ready just in time for fall.
Okay, good.
Even though this is a great summer promotion, this Whip 'em Out Wednesday thing.
The warm
It takes
weather.
like a day to make a bumper sticker.
Whatever.
Not in the corporate world.
It's not her fault because She'll yell at us after the show going, "Ugh."
Who's Tracy?
We know it's not your fault.
Whoa.
The one that you said was really hot.
Oh, her?
Yeah, our PD walked in, Tracy, and Bob was like drooling on himself after she left.
But you ever have a type?
That's your type?
Well, you're just like, oh my God. She walked in, I was like, that's it.
Wow.
Did you hear me clam up? I couldn't even talk.
Yeah.
I was trying to act kind of cool like Burt Reynolds.
Yeah.
Kind of cool like Burt Reynolds? What the hell century is this?
Who's cool to you?
There's a picture of her there. There you go.
Reynolds.
God.
Yeah, Bobby lost his mind when we went to break after Tracy came in and said hi to everybody.
Oh my God, exactly.
Yeah?
Oh
you like that, right?
Oh my God.
What would you do with that, Bobby?
Anything I was told. I'd clean her pool. I'd take her garbage out.
Why don't you take charge?
Okay, I'd hold her down. I'd put her hair in a scrunchie and I'd paint her toenails. And then I'd act like Burt Reynolds.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Burt Reynolds? He was cool.
All right.
It was in 77.
Well, who's your idol? Who would you say?
I don't have one.
Oh, really?
I'm an adult.
No.
I don't sit there and watch movies and go, oh, I wish I was him.
No, you just make them and put them on your MySpace. Freaking adult.
Booby Man from Brooklyn. A little callback to, I think, yesterday's show in Larry King's voice. Updated.
I love when it does that.
Breathing, is it important or overrated?
Yeah.
Lungs.
How important are the lungs?
When it comes to breathing. All right, we'll take a break. Hey, Tom, if you're still listening, we want to know what your wish is. You got to tell everybody next Friday when you call the show.
I don't like that Than will think of it like a funny line and like run over and maybe, hey, dude, check this. Like he'll fly to you guys. He actually thought of a funny line for me, and he walked over here so slow, threw it at me, and goes, whatever.
What was the line?
Could you show some enthusiasm?
Yeah, Than's a comic like like Bobby.
Hilarious, but every once in a while, if he thinks he'll be like, yeah.
He knows that it's all about timing, so he should get it over to you quickly.
He walked over. He actually was like, and then he threw it, and it didn't even make it. I had to reach over your console to get it. It was like it says Lonely Ant 15. I bet it would have been hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
At the time, it would have been hilarious.
Yeah. All right, we got to take a break. We're a little late. What? Nothing. All right, it's Opie and Anthony.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jock.
Opie and Anthony.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Fat boy, waiting tomorrow. Sorry, I get mixed up.
Oh, there were a lot of bands that sounded.
I'm still alive. Fat boy, like the 90s. Fat boy. That was quite the sound of the 90s, wasn't it?
It sure was. It's Opie and Anthony. We got more phobias. Also, what else is happening in the world today? Just make sure we're on top of things here. They got the air pipe thing down to the miners or whatever. What were they doing? They were drilling all night long.
The miners that are trapped.
Yeah.
Well, they were drilling a big, a little hole down into where they believed they were. They're not even quite sure, but where they believed they were drilling a hole, and they dropped a microphone down there and heard nothing. Then they took some readings on the air and found that it is breathable. There's some oxygen down there, but there's also, carbon dioxide, but thank God no methane gas or anything like that.
Right.
But they haven't found them, so they're making a bigger hole, and they're going to drop a camera down and take a little peek-see around.
Didn't you think that this wouldn't be a problem anymore in the year 2007? They would have some kind of...
Robot miners.
That's
what I was saying. They could take the ball players on the off-season, the robot ball players, and put them in the mines. They're robots. They don't care.
No.
Robots. Why aren't we utilizing the robot? It's 2007. There were TV shows where they had, Lost in Space?
Yeah.
Was supposed to be I believe it take place in the 90s. It was. That was supposed to be the 90s, where they went into space in the Jupiter 2. They get lost, of course, in space. And there's the robot. And the robot did everything. You know, the robot walked around, kept Dr. Smith from molesting Will. He would do everything. We don't have robots like that.
Know why?
Got nothing.
Because we know eventually the robots are going to attack us. So why bother?
Fine.
They're going to attack us with their robot strength.
Robot army?
You don't have you have nothing compared to a robot as far as the strength goes.
An off switch. How about that?
They'll work. They got the intelligence thing, and they'll work around that too.
How about an EMP? How about an EMP from a nuclear blast? Electromagnetic pulse. Shuts them right down.
Yeah.
Shuts them right up.
Yeah,
Stupid robots.
Lost in Space was set in the fine year of 1997.
In 1997, the Jupiter 2 took off for Alpha Centauri and got lost.
Great. Guess what we get in the year 2007? Another space shuttle launch with a big, huge freaking fuel tank
The same thing. No Jupiter 2.
The what?
The Space Shuttle Endeavor.
Do you know it was built with parts from Atlantis to replace the Space Shuttle Challenger?
The Space Shuttle Endeavor.
It's a really big shoe. And now Topo Gigio is going to go on a Space Shuttle Endeavor.
Space Shuttle Endeavor.
I love the fact that Anthony is stuck between two worlds. He wants all this technology and he wants all this robots, and then on weekends he puts on a sword and goes into the woods.
I will be going to the Renaissance Festival. You can find me tomorrow at the Renaissance Festival in Tuxedo, New York. I will be going there. And I am going to document it all on video and put it up on the web.
Because that makes it cool, right?
It's going to be...
If you document it with video,
Do you have
cool, right?
a velvet ruffled case for your iPhone?
No. Oh, boy. What'll I do if I get a phone call?
You can't use your iPhone during a Renaissance.
Unless you found a little black hole and people from the future...
See, you know what it is? Sometimes at the Renaissance Festival, people just don't get it, and they come dressed in, like, Star Trek uniforms.
Oh, really?
Yeah, those people are stupid.
Have you seen the Endeavor?
The Special Endeavor. But no, I want to like document it. I want to because there's so many characters there that I really want to get that on tape. There's some strange people there.
Yeah.
Will there be any LARPing going on?
No. Well, there's
2 damage. 2 damage. 2 damage.
Oh Jesus! You scared me. I almost cast a spell on you. Watch out. I'll cast a spell right on you if I'm scared. 2 damage. There's LARPing in that they put on displays of sword fighting and of
And if you hit someone with the sword, it's 2 damage, right?
Well, it could be more. It depends on what kind of sword you have.
I just got like a plastic sword you would, get from like a young nephew or something.
That's fine, but you got to give it kind of a name. The Sword of Eternal Damnation or something, and that would, give you a 10 damage. 10 damage.
Really?
Yeah. 2 damage stinks.
What about the Sword of Gay?
The Sword of Gay. you know where that goes for the most damage. The Sword of Gay. They ought to put that in like games like EverQuest and make it the most uber sword out there. Like, in order to have the greatest sword, you have to wield the Sword of the Gay.
And you know what it's shaped like, and it has to say gay on it. So you're like, God, this is tough, man. I can have the Sword of Gay, but I'm not...
It's kick-ass.
Right.
Like, it kills everything, but it is the Sword of Gay.
The handle is just 2 peaches.
The Sword of Gay.
And you look really, like, swishy wielding it. You have to, like, your character does a stupid little dance, and he's nude.
Instead of pulling it out of a rock like Excalibur.
We know where you're going to pull it out.
There you go.
We like to let the listeners do some of the lifting on this.
You can only equip the sword if your pants are off. You have to walk around with your character's pants off.
You know what? That would be hilarious.
Why don't they do that?
Really fun.
The Sword of Gay. So you're going to document the weirdos.
Yes, but I am going to infiltrate by also dressing.
So this is like
in Renaissance. I go every year.
So so you're not doing
fun.
You're not doing undercover work. You're actually gay
I'm not,
like the rest of them.
Yeah, I'm gay like the rest of them.
It's actually a good time.
You're on the quest
It's
for the
fun.
sword of
They have a guy.
I got to be honest. It's a good time. I've gone to a couple over the years, and it's a good day out.
You drink your yard of mead.
What is it?
A yard of mead, sir. Thank you. Oh, a tip from the gentleman. Huzzah! Huzzah! No? I'm casting spells. You've been rooted. You can't move.
But Opie has the sword of gay.
Oh, Jesus. I best back off.
Makes that sound?
Cast a chill spell on you and just freeze you for a while. Watch it.
Hey, are you going to be watching any loot playing?
See, that might be something I want to get on video. Lute playing for an hour. I'm just going to tape a guy playing the lute for an hour and then shoot myself.
Hey, Al down the hall wants to know if you're going to drive in costume to the Renaissance Festival.
Well, that is probably something I won't be doing. See,
He's praying that you do and that you get pulled over.
Get pulled over. Why, ye man of the law, what haveth I done wrong? Have I insulted thee in some manner?
Back in the day, I don't remember the costumes anymore. I've told the story a couple times on the radio over the years, but one Halloween I was driving into work at a radio station, and there was a fender bender on the side of the highway, and two people were going at it, really pissed off, but they were in silly Halloween costumes. Because they were driving to some party or something.
It was two superheroes.
Duking it out.
It was hilarious.
No, it's a it's a whole event. You see the jousting. You buy little trinkets. If you want to buy a trinket,
do you talk? Do you have to talk with that?
No, I don't, but the people that work there do. And one time I said, excuse me, where are the restrooms? Restrooms? Dost thou wisheth to take a rest? I was like, no, I need the bathroom. Oh, thou wantest to bathe. I'm like, no, I have to go. He goes, oh, you are requesting the privy. The privy. I'm like, yeah, the porta privy that was built in 2000 and gets sucked out by a big truck that comes through.
Look at Anthony.
See, that's me on stage at the Halloween party in part of my costume with my rapier. I own a rapier. See, look at that sword. That's a real sword, my friend.
Is that a rapier?
That would kill you.
Yeah.
Is that a rapier?
That is a rapier.
It's pretty much the gay sword, right?
That is not the sword of the gay.
You got the sword of the gay. And
look, I'm holding it up, and the light is shining on me.
You're holding the sword of gay with two hands, I say.
Let me tell you something. That's not what makes
sword.
The outfit makes it the sword of gay.
Why? I'm dressed in authentic.
Look at your fat knees.
Fat knees?
Thin boots.
I'm wearing...
he's wearing puffy pants.
Puffy, like... They're like knickers.
I don't like your
knickers.
If you take that jacket off, you look like a Nazi with his coat off.
Oh, stop with the compliments. They're not going to work now.
All right. Hey, we got to squeeze in more Maury Phobia stuff here. Show from what he did.
Sorry.
All right.
Travis pointed out that there are ATMs at the fair. Yeah. So you can get ye money if you want to buy ye trinkets. It is kind of weird seeing people dressed in costume swiping their cards through an ATM machine.
I like going to the Renaissance fairs to see all the girls with their boobies way up.
Well, that's what they do.
Way up.
Some of them look good. A lot of them look awful.
Yeah.
They push these things. They wear these. They're cinched up.
Yeah.
In these bustier things that are really cinched up tight, and their breasts sit like on top of them.
Love it.
And then they're covered with this little light fabric dress thing, so they get pushed into one breast in the middle.
Yeah, but here's the problem. Some girls, they're kind of a bit on the sloppy side, but they got bigums.
Yeah,
they got bigums, and they push them way up.
Yeah.
And you feel like, remember back in the day, you used to play with like Mercury in class?
Yeah.
Like, she would move and the whole top of this thing would...
it kind of sloshes over.
Sloshes around.
Her flesh and being actually becomes slushy.
Looks like a wave machine.
Yeah. Well, that's a beautiful thing because that's called being Rubenesque.
When you
Ruben stuttered.
Yeah.
When you go to the ATM...
As close to Rubenesque as these broads are.
When you go to the ATM, do you pretend like it's a foreign thing? Like, how do I use these?
What is this?
twice.
What is this? How dost thou useth such a thing? It must be the work of a wizard.
And then when money comes out, do you scream like, oh!
Ah! It's work of a witch. And then they come by and burn it. It's amazing.
All right.
What kind of infernal machine is this? I'm going to have to visit the wizard and see if he's responsible for such an infernal machine.
You should just do that character until they go, all right, we get
Enough.
it, shut up.
Yeah, it's like the hardest core guy tells me to shut up
all right,
already.
Dude, listen, you're pissing me off, kid.
Douche.
Can you bring in, you're filming the whole thing.
Yes.
So you got to bring in the tape so maybe we get some audio clips off.
Yeah, absolutely.
For Monday's show.
Absolutely.
You at the Renaissance Fair could be really fun.
I'll look authentic walking around with a high-def video camera, too. Is that high-defith?
High-defith?
Wow. There's just some things. How can I be dressed up and carrying around a video camera? That looks silly. I'm going to have to camouflage it as something.
As what?
A turkey leg.
I have a camera staff.
Yes. Big tripod. This is a prosumer camera. See, it's better than consumer, but not quite professional. I call it a prosumer camera. My name is Prosumer. I carry the gay sword. I'm wielding the sword of gay.
I am wielding the sword of gay.
Look at me, my picture. I am wielding.
It's wonderful.
I now have 2 swords, by the way. I purchased another sword last year at the festival. And I don't know which one to wield. Maybe I will dual wield.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you know what's also kind of sad? Like you want to feel like you're badass with swords, like cool swords, like hanging from sword scabbards on your belt. But when you walk in, they go, step this way, and they zip strip your swords into your sword sheath so you can't pull them out.
Why?
Because they don't want people having sword fights and killing each other. It's not Westworld.
Yeah, but they're all carrying guns in their socks.
Well, you just can't like pull out a sword and start clanking away with each other. So they zip strip them into your scabbard.
Where's
your
the fun in that?
None fun.
Scion.
Yeah, you can't. So the Sword of the Gay will stay in its sheath.
Yeah.
In honor of Sword of the Gay, can
Yeah.
we play Sting doing that lute song?
Oh.
Just the hook.
That's great. Stupid lute.
That's the only reason the police got together, because he really thought the lute thing was going to take off and realized how awful it was, and it wasn't being perceived by anyone as something they would want to listen to. So then he's like, all right, time to call the boys up.
Axe throwing.
Yeah.
There's axe throwing. And archery.
Yeah.
Oh. Prove your manhood.
Bunch of corn on the cob eating homos you guys are.
Here's a great one. Eric in Newark. Eric, what's up?
What's up, guys? You're talking about the one up in Sloatsburg, New York, right?
No, it's in Tuxedo, so I guess that's close enough, yeah.
Well, yeah, Sloatsburg, Tuxedo, what's the difference? You know, I was wearing this outfit. My wife had that outfit on, like you're saying, with the bustier kind of deal in it.
Yeah.
I got a little hot and bothered, and there's this building had a hay roof on it. I took her behind the building at the hay roof, and I started calling her a wench. She started acting out the whole thing, and we got caught. Eventually, we got arrested for lewd and sexual act in public.
You got thrown out.
You couldn't resist.
No, we got arrested, bro. We actually got arrested, locked up the whole nine.
Did they put you in the
that's how they had sex back in the day.
Yeah, in the dungeon.
I gave her the whole nine, so to speak, too. But that's what happened. Honestly, that's what happened.
All right, Eric, thank you.
Oh, we got arrested at the Renaissance Festival.
All right, to wrap up the Renaissance discussion, which was just terrific for everybody.
Yes.
Twas. Here's Sting playing some lute. Just want to get to the part where he goes, ta-da!
Come again, sweet laughter now and bright. Thy grace is that refrain.
An app.
To delight.
Here comes the hook.
To hear, to touch, to kiss, to die. With thee again in sweetest sympathy.
Oh, God. How awful is that? Let's play a real cool song. Stephen Lynch doing his D&D song.
Yes.
Break. How's that
Dungeons
sound for
and
everybody?
Dragons song.
We'll continue with Opie and Anthony in just a bit.
Get a little harmonica. I'm sorry. I got my 12-sided die, and I'm ready to roll with a wizard and my goblin crew. My friends are coming over to my mom's basement bringing Funyuns in the Mountain Dew. I got a big broadsword made out of cardboard, and that stereo's a pumping Zeppelin. It's that time of the night, we turn on the black light. Let the Dungeons and the Dragons begin. It's D&D, fighting with the legends of yore. It's D&D. Never kissed a lady before. Nope. Mm-mm. Woo! All right, take it home. A little solo for it. One more time. Now the Lord of the Rings, the Dark Crystal and things, we use these as a reference tool. And when we put on our cloaks and tell warlock jokes, we're the coolest kids at the school. No, we're not. I know. Now, Tack's a real bastard, but a fair dungeon master. He's got hit points and charisma to lend. And I rehearse in my room, or what I call the Dragon's Tomb, when I'm not out with my girlfriend. It's D&D. Whoa. You got a girlfriend? Yeah. No. It's D&D. Warriors who terrify. It's D&D. Virgins till the day we 1, 2, 3, 4 die. Yeah.
The return of What the Hell Is That to the Opie and Anthony show was an overnight success.
My God, this is awesome!
Who could forget the sounds of cysts being ruptured and Bob Kelly vomiting into a bucket?
Bobby's puking.
Well, we're going down that pus-filled road again, kids.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
If you have a bump, boil, bruise, lesion, pustule, cyst, inflammation, or otherwise unidentifiable oddity on your person, then you're perfect for What the Hell Is That?
See, that's why the show's called What the Hell Is That?
Email Travis at FoundryMusic.com with your ailment or freakish growth and your contact information, and we'll have our crack team of medical professionals take a gander at it.
Bring it home to the set!
And most likely giggle at it. It's the return of the return of What the Hell Is That on the Opie and Anthony Show.
I can't explain how gross it is.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jock.
Opie and Anthony.
It's Tom Alive Friday. We learned about an hour ago that Tom is indeed still alive.
Still ticking.
And next week, we're going to find out what his wish is. And we're going to make that come true.
To do this?
Still wheezing.
It's also Point and Laugh Friday. It's Mispronunciation Friday. It's Air Guitar Friday. And it's FU Friday. We're trying to bring back the FU line.
Yeah, you got a problem? You got an issue with somebody? You can call up the FU line and vent. See, we get to vent. We have these microphones, so if we're mad about something, we vent. And a lot of people get to hear it.
Right.
Most people don't get that liberty.
Does this song ever get to the part that I like?
No.
It's looped just before the part I like. Let's go to the FU line and see what's going on today.
Thanks for calling the Opie and Anthony FU line. You have 6 new FUs.
Yeah, I'd like to send out a big mother to the Somerset County Prosecutor's Office. You, your mother, and lick.
Next, FU.
I want to say you to everyone that backed into my girlfriend's car. You didn't drive off. You.
Next, FU.
Yeah, I got one for of a wife that I have. I wish she would just somebody else, and we can get it over with. Holy go somebody so I could leave you legitimately and keep kids. You.
Next, FU.
I want to give a big FU to E-Rock because he's fat and he's getting fatter.
Next, FU.
Here's a big warm you to Pat. Hey, in case you know, you're in the fast food industry, and hence when it takes you an hour to make a fish dinner, an hour, you're not being fill in the blank. You got it. Fast.
You. Next, FU.
I don't know. Everybody?
End of FUs. Call the Opie and Anthony FU line right now. 866-FU line 1. That's 866-FU line 1. Goodbye.
Hey, that's not bad. Yeah, we're trying to bring that back finally at the FU line. Let's say hi to Rob in Brooklyn. Rob, what's up?
What's going on, gentlemen?
How are you?
I'd like to send my pretty good. I'd like to send my FU out to Anthony.
What I do?
For not liking phone call Thursdays.
There you go.
You can't give me an FU for not liking phone call Thursdays, especially on a Friday.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
I laugh at you, sir.
Hey, speaking of,
Anthony just pointed and laughed at that.
Did you say point and laugh?
Yeah.
Because it is point and laugh Friday.
Of course it is.
We have a sweeper.
Of course.
It's point and laugh Friday. Show.
Oh my God!
What the hell was that?
It was creepy. I thought it was more audio from Maury.
Maury.
Did you say sweeper?
No. But what the hell? Sweeper.
Yeah. Speaking of sweepers, we got the official winky eye emotion sweeper.
Emoticon?
Emoticon. I say emotion.
It's mispronunciation Friday. But I can still point and laugh at you.
Oh, yeah.
Winky eye.
Hey, can you put that in my machine?
Some of them are quicker than others.
Put that in my machine. All right, let's do a little more Maury before we get the hell out of here.
Yeah, love the Maury. When we last left Maury, he was taunting a woman with a parrot.
Yeah.
With a parakeet in a cage.
Yeah.
Because she was afraid of birds.
Yeah.
Not just afraid like, oh, I don't like birds. Like ridiculous, insane, lost her mind, drooling, blithering idiot afraid of birds.
Yes.
And Maury and some of these other talk show hosts that do this type of program think that this is good.
Yeah.
That this is a way to cure who they're... oh, Jesus. Okay. Looking at, what, flight benefits? Is that who you're looking at?
Yeah, flight benefits is topless every morning now.
She just... Is she putting pants on? The hell is she doing?
She just stopped us.
She had her panties on. She had her little panties on.
Yeah, she's hot.
Look at that. Just sits there, her hair cascading over her breasts.
I'd punch my mother in the face to be with that right now.
Would you?
Yeah, hey, Mom. Hi, Bobby. Whack, why?
You know what? That's the move right there. You know what that look is right there? That's the look where you grab the panties by the top, and she gives a little hip lift, and then whoosh, they come right down.
That's
right? You know the hip lift? That little that's when you know you're going to see some... no, I wasn't asking for...
she just gave you the back and forth pointer finger.
I'm just saying that the positioning you were taking on the bed there, flight benefits, was the same one where the girl then gives the hip lift.
Yeah.
So it's better to remove the panties.
Now she's putting a shirt on because they made her uncomfortable.
I ruined everything.
All right, can we get back to maybe doing some radio instead of watching Kyle talk?
Can I say philanthropist?
Why?
Because it's mispronounced. What is it?
Oh, it sounds like a real... The sad part is it sounds like a real word to me.
It is, philanthropist.
All right. Maury moves on and brings someone out on stage that is afraid of cotton balls.
Cotton balls. What a dumb fear.
And I was thinking, I'm sitting here going, God, do we even play this one? It's like cotton balls. Who cares? But Maury makes it interesting.
And something tells me that this fear of cotton balls, because of the way she's afraid of it, and the stories she has, is a little more than just cotton balls she's afraid of.
Oh, really?
So it just sounds to me like something may have happened in a closed room late at night at home.
The closet.
Yeah, when she had her homework due the next day and didn't get a good night's sleep because something happened.
I have a friend that's afraid of cotton.
Yeah.
He couldn't stand the touching cotton.
Yeah.
And the problem is he also likes to drink a lot.
Yeah.
And I was his roommate, and he would be really hungover, and he would beg me to open up brand new aspirin, bottles, then take the cotton out so he could take aspirin. He could not touch cotton.
Are you
could
kidding
not
me?
touch cotton.
Why not just hire a?
Oh, what?
Let's go to the Maury audio. Carolyn is afraid of cotton balls.
Shane and his fiancée Carolyn are here. Shane says living with Carolyn's phobia has been nothing short of an emotional thrill ride. You see, Carolyn is deathly afraid of cotton balls. Why don't you laugh? I'm laughing. This is the funniest thing I've ever heard.
She's starting out real sympathetic there, Maury.
Right.
Why don't you laugh at her? Come on, everyone, laugh at her.
Come on, it's Point of Laugh Friday. Laugh at her. Laugh at her.
Laugh at her. She's an idiot. Come on, laugh at her.
It's a real fear for this broad. Maury?
He's asking the audience to laugh at her.
Right.
I've ever heard. First of all, you know something? You know what she says? Cotton balls make a certain sound. You think so?
Yeah, they do. Kind of.
Anything like that, Carolyn.
Pull them apart, they make that.
Of everything. Now, she will explode in a fit of fear-fueled rage if she's approached with cotton.
So what are you going to do, Maury?
Nightmares of a cotton ball man. She has nightmares of a guy in cotton balls who attacks her.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She got molested by a carny. Step right up, little girl. Play the game. Win a stuffed animal.
No!
Yeah, take that stuffed animal.
Cotton ball man, stop it.
You won it.
She was at a circus, and all she wanted was some cotton candy.
She gets a nice, soft Roman war helmet.
Oh, my God. Well, she has a nightmare of a cotton ball man. Well, she explains here.
I have a nightmare of a man who is made of cotton balls, and he is trying to kill me by putting them in my mouth.
All right, hold on. See, there's a problem right there. This has nothing to do with cotton balls. She has turned it into cotton balls.
Yeah.
This is a man that is made out of cotton balls that comes in and tries to kill her by choking her with shoving cotton balls in her mouth.
That was actually his slave name, Cotton Balls.
Okay, terrific.
This has nothing to do with cotton.
And Maury's exploiting it, thinking it's a silly little thing.
Yeah.
A silly little fear, man. This is a lot
stupid.
This is a lot deeper than...
Get every word that comes out. He's into cotton balls and he tries to kill me by putting... Isn't this woman stupid? Come on, audience. What a retarded idiot bitch this woman is.
Trying to kill me by putting them in my mouth.
You need a good deep... a good deep in.
We gotta take the taste of cotton balls out of your mouth.
That's right.
Kill me by putting them in my mouth. And I've had this recurring dream for as long as I can remember. I have a 1-year-old, and he has stuffed toys that I can't even play with him with. Or when I go to change his diaper, I'm scared that the cotton's going to come out of it. I don't want to deal with this anymore.
Take that baby away from this woman. She's going to microwave it.
I had to microwave the baby because the cotton balls told me to.
Laugh at her. Her baby's dead. Goddamn Maury.
Maury's the greatest.
Come on, put the baby in the microwave. Do it.
She cooked her baby.
This is
cotton balls are driving her crazy.
But Maury thinks it's the funniest thing.
So what do? Make sure the studio's clear of cotton balls, right? No!
Bring on the cotton balls! What do you think Maury does? Seriously.
Well,
he brought the bird out for the bird lady.
I would say he just starts dropping cotton balls from the ceiling.
You wouldn't be a good writer for Maury.
No?
No.
I say he has a baby bow and arrow and he shoots Q-tips at her.
Is she just a little afraid of Q-tips? Like, just kind of shake me up a little bit.
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Makes her take Advil.
This is what Maury does.
I got pictures of cotton. You upset at those?
Pictures?
Yeah.
Tell me about this.
Thought that they're making that noise.
What noise?
They're just making the noise.
Doesn't make a noise.
It does.
I gotta find something.
Oh God.
Wait a second.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Carolyn, don't go back there. You're going to see more cotton than you want to see. Don't go back there. There's a lot of cotton back there.
He's a sick F.
So he chases her backstage?
Around the studio to the cotton ball area that he has set up.
But how did he get her to run back there?
Well, I think
Danny?
what had happened was she knew that he was going to get some cotton balls.
Right.
She didn't want to deal with it, so she went to run backstage.
And they had a cotton ambush set up.
There was something that was going to come out that she ended up running into.
You've been bushwhacked.
They surrounded the stage with cotton.
Boy, Maury worked this out like a little plan.
Yeah.
We'll get her in a pincer maneuver and funnel her into this area. She won't be able to escape the cotton balls.
Oh, it gets better. Here we go.
There's a lot of cotton back there. Carolyn, come here. This is one.
No, don't do that.
Listen to him laugh.
He's laughing. What's going on at this point?
Well, you want us to give it away?
No, I
think he explains. Here we go.
Okay.
What is this? Is this somebody who works for the show? I can't.
So what they had done was taken one of their staffers and completely covered him in cotton balls. So they bring him out.
Oh, that cruel bastard.
So
He's a genius.
So he looks like the Michelin Man coming out just covered in cotton balls.
Was he walking like Frankenstein?
Yeah, he was just slowly lurking.
Yeah, like a zombie or something? It's got to be scary.
So they actually created her nightmare.
Her nightmare, the man that she dreams of that's going to come and kill her.
Yeah.
Oh, is that him?
For your enjoyment.
Is that him?
Yeah.
That's the
I'm looking on YouTube.
He looks like...
Wow, that's creepy.
He looks like if you took like 100 cans of shaving cream and completely covered his body.
Dude, and they're showing it in black and white and with that weird choppy thing. It looks like a Tool video. Mm-hmm. That's like creepy.
It really is creepy looking.
And here comes... Look at him. Oh, no. She's running away.
Oh,
She's a big fat broad.
And by the way, just to shut up the instant feedback, it's a white broad. It's a white broad. Look at this guy. All covered in cotton.
God.
Oh, that's hilarious. Go to YouTube, A Woman Scared of Cotton Balls. There's your visual. I'm sure Al Dukes will add it to his show rundown today if you go to 923krock.com and check out the Opie and Anthony page. All right, here we go.
She's a big fat broad. Here's white trash.
Here's the last part of the clip.
What is this? Is this somebody who works for the show? I can't believe this.
No, it's Cotton Man, idiot. Who do you think it is?
All right, that's enough. Bring it back. Move back, guys. Move back. Move back. Okay, we got it. All right, go off. Okay, we got it. They all left.
Yeah, so it's okay? You traumatized her. Is this someone that works from the show or the man from your nightmares?
Maury is hysterically laughing and then tries to pretend that he's better than that.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, that's enough.
He's laughing his ass off and then, all right, get away. Get away, Cotton Man.
We got it.
Imagine it's
douse him in lighter fluid and set him on fire.
Imagine it's a serial killer and this is his thing. That he dresses himself in cotton balls, and it's really not someone on Maury's
And it was
staff.
just a ridiculous coincidence he showed up that day?
The Maury's guy is still in the green room putting cotton balls on.
That's ridiculous. Who is this guy? Does he work for the show? I can't believe... Oh, my God! I'm shot! The Cotton Man! He's killing everybody! Stupid Maury.
Yeah.
What does she do when it's her time? I was just thinking about that.
Oh, wow.
She doesn't. She can't deal with the kids' diapers.
Right.
And
Great.
you can't go the other way.
Good point. Hey,
Maybe
by
the ancient way.
By the way, it is FU Friday. CB from Atlanta is writing F YouTube. That video is on break.com. Search for Maury Cotton and you'll get it. Very good.
Maury Cotton.
I just had to cut everyone off because we're real late. We got to get out of here.
Yep.
All right.
Some of the stations, leave us they just leave us in the middle of bits now, unfortunately. Hey, by the way, Danny, he was just on mic. If you want to play paintball with Danny out there in L.A. against Adam Carolla's morning show, you can win $5,000. All you have to do is go to onaward.com for all the details. Free trip to L.A., man, to play some paintball and maybe even win some money. It's all made possible by the movie War, starring Jet Li and Jason Statham, in theaters August 24th. But basically, if you're interested, go to onawar.com. Bob Kelly, it's been a pleasure. You're going to be at Mohegan Sun tonight and tomorrow night, right?
Tonight, tomorrow, and then next time I'll see you guys is in D.C.
For the O&A Travel and Virus Comedy Show. Go to robertkellylive.com for all his tour dates.
Yeah.
We'll promote the virus.
My MySpace.
We'll promote our virus tour next week.
All right, cool.
But the next stop for us is Washington. Yes.
On the Whirlwind Tour.
Have
all
fun with your weekend, Anthony.
Yes.
We can't babble too much today because we're running late.
All right, come on.
If you're not joining us at XM, have a great day. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday. How is everybody today?
Hi.
We missed the obvious with the cotton phobia thing.
Yeah.
From Maury Povich. Came in a lot during the break. We should have played Cotton Eye Joe. Cotton Eye Joe.
Shut up.
Maury should have just had that playing.
Hey, you like this song?
While Cotton Ball Man was roaming the stage.
Listen to the song. Go ahead. Listen to
it. He's sick.
I love it.
By the way, remind us, because next week we got a girl that's scared of frogs, and a girl, it's all girls, and a girl that's scared of lizards.
Mm-hmm. And how will they torture them? Just drop them. Drop big, giant dumpsters full of these creatures on these women so they could just scream.
Yeah.
That's all Maury wants. Is he even trying to fake it anymore?
Oh, no.
Where it's like trying to help?
He admitted on our show. He knows it's just good TV.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, right. DJ in New York, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I think this Tom guy could be, pulling a fast one.
How?
He sounds very familiar. Do you guys remember the dude that wanted to let Stucker Patty stay with him at some point and was claiming he buried bodies off in Queens someplace?
Oh, Tom? I think his name was... Uh-oh.
The laugh is very familiar.
Wow. Do we have audio of that old bit?
E-Rock?
We got in quite a pickle.
Pull some CSI crap on that computer and see if you could punch it up and match the audio of the voices with the voice recognition computer.
Yeah, we might have
cross-reference with Google.
We might have to take this to the Opie and Anthony lab.
Yep.
DJ, I was about to say you're crazy, but now you got me a little worried. Back in the day, who was that guy? It was Tom or something? Stucker Patty was homeless.
I don't remember the guy's name, but he was a little weird, and the cops went over and checked him out and that kind of shit.
Yeah.
It got what? Oh, it was Eddie. Eddie the murderer.
Eddie the murderer.
Eddie the murderer. That got really, really creepy. We had camera crews showing up at our station. We had detectives showing up at our station and taking us into closed rooms and separating us and interrogating us. It got scary. And then they went over to his house and realized this guy could have never murdered anyone, and they never explained why they came to that conclusion.
Just some kooky guy.
Kooky guy that showed up at the door in his underwear or something and still lives with his mom.
Said it was a drug deal gone bad.
Back in the 70s or
70s. 80s. He was in some warehouse.
Yeah.
He killed somebody and then poured gas on him and burnt the body.
Right. And it got a lot of attention here in New York. Huh? All right, we got Eddie's laugh. We got Eddie's laugh? Really? Yeah, hang on. How do you got Eddie's laugh?
C-Rock.
All right, it's isolated. Here we go. This is Eddie's laugh from back in the day.
Wow, he could be on... that's a maniacal laugh.
Eddie's laugh again. Well, we got Fast Freddy from Jamaica Station. I mean, he's a faithful listener to this show. He goes, Tom is not Eddie the murderer, not even close. It's something to think about, though.
Do we have him talking?
Yeah, it's that same weird speech impediment he has and that kind of thing. I could be wrong, but it just sounded very...
Well,
I think you are, sir.
We're going to definitely look into it a little bit further.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, DJ.
Make us second-guess things. Why you?
And that bit came out of nowhere anyway, so we didn't really set that up. It just came about naturally. All right, to Kid Rock. Kid Rock is confusing the hell out of everybody. He just released his latest single.
Yeah.
And when you think Kid Rock, what do you think?
I think a little of that rock rap. Rock rap.
He realizes that rock rap isn't too popular these days. So he's not doing that. But then he did a little country.
Yeah, he did. He did a couple of duets.
He's not doing country.
No.
Now he's got some kind of... Now he's just decided to be a classic rock artist. He has that kind of classic rock, over-the-top guitar sound.
Yeah.
With his latest song called So Hot.
But it's got like a southern rock...
A little bit. Maybe a little bit.
To it, little.
Yeah, he's going big guitars here. You want to listen to this or what?
A little bit.
All right, it's Kid Rock, So Hot. Right?
It's Big Bottom. Yeah, this is like 70s music.
Oh, by the way, Chris from Monroe.
Monroe.
They decided that Eddie couldn't have done anything because when they went to his door, I forgot about this. He was wearing just a Giants jersey. That was it. And he had our NEW number written everywhere in his whole of an apartment.
Nice.
It was written all over the place like Beautiful Mind.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
In tiny little writing everywhere. On little receipts tacked to the wall.
Yeah. Kid Rock, so hot.
Are you ready?
Little rock scream there.
It's coming in. She was shaking. Kid Rock equals the new Eddie Money. That's from Klaus from Fall River.
That song does kind of, the intro there sounds like a few songs.
And a lot of people saying a little AC/DC as well. I have a clip of Eddie. It starts right after he says he'll take in Stalker Patty. All right, let's listen to this. Eddie the murderer.
The crap I did all my life. Maybe this will give me a gold star to get up to heaven, you know?
You know something? It might. What's some of the crap you did in your life there, Eddie?
I don't even want to go through it.
All right, push.
Eddie, this is like...
Push pause. Have we played this bit in a while?
I don't think in a while.
We should play this today.
Yeah.
It's two different guys. So
yeah.
It's so obvious.
I could see there is a little similarity in their delivery there, but
Eddie has a pretty heavy Queens, Long Island type of accent. So.
Yeah.
All right, thanks. We last played it April 7th, 2007.
Uh-oh.
We could play it at the end of August if you want. Yeah, but at the end of August, it's not going to mean anything. Today, it means something. All right, more Kid Rock. So hot.
Yeah, I kind of like the old Kid Rock. I don't know. People saying, holy shit, AC/DC ripoff.
Without the AC or the DC. He's coming in.
Because you know you're so high, I want to get you alone. You're so high, I want to catch you strong.
Ugh, this is shit.
I don't want to be your friend. I want to fuck you like I'm never going to see you again.
It's a bit basic.
Yeah.
Kind of one of those party-type songs. The party song.
Tonight at the Honda Center, Kid Rock with opening guest Molly Hatchet. That's coming in. Is this Mark Wahlberg? Mark Wahlberg. Kirk Diggler.
almost over.
Love the Diggler. Savage Animal.
I'm ready for my review.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
All right.
That's Kid Rock So Hot. Came out today.
Yeah.
I like it.
You like it?
I do. I like it.
Hmm.
I like it. I think it's one of those songs you hear a few times and you're kind of cranking it up.
Is it going to grow on you?
I think so. I like it. I can't bash it. I'd rather hear ba with a ba 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 ba
digga digga digga. Yeah.
But I don't mind that. It's all right.
Wild Stallions.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very simple. It's a party song. I would crank that up.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so. It'd be easy to trash it. You don't like it?
No, it's kind of basic. We'll see what it does after I hear it 1,000 times. What the hell's this?
Ba with a ba.
Oh, okay.
Who are you kidding?
Jesus. I didn't realize. I thought it was music from the future.
Music from the future.
There we go. I must always come in the middle of this song.
My name is Kid!
Yeah, this is some ass-kicking Kid Rock.
Oh, my God. That goes right through you, man. All right, I can listen to the whole song. It's a great song. Someone is suggesting Jason and PA probably played in strip clubs. Yeah, he made a strip club song for all the ladies.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I like
drums,
it. I like it. I like the So Hot, the new one from Kid Rock. I don't mind it at all.
It'll grow on me. I'll listen to it a little.
All right, why don't we play a little cleanup here? We have a lot of stuff that's been building up, and we want to kind of clear the field a little bit.
I like it.
There's too many CDs around with all sorts of interesting stuff on it.
Clean this up.
A lot of the stuff we just didn't have time to get to.
New tonight, a Florida woman arrested for drunk driving didn't have to speak a word to deputies. Her T-shirt said it all. 41-year-old Amanda Lynn Bailey's shirt reads, "I'm not an alcoholic, I'm a drunk. Alcoholics go to meetings." Now you can see the saying captured in her mugshot. Bailey was stopped Tuesday in Hillsborough County. She also was arrested back in April for DUI.
She's wearing a hack joke on her shirt.
Yeah,
that is like
busted for DUI wearing "I am a drunk" shirt.
Who the hell who? I remember hearing that joke years ago. Who told that? Mel Tillis? What? Hey, all us drunks. I'm not an alcoholic. They go to all them damn meetings.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. All right. Watch your liver right out of you. Fun.
All right, I won't do Future Guy again. Relax.
Future Guy.
I know that's Anthony's thing. Let's go to Joe in Detroit. Joe, what's up?
Hey, guys, what's up? Great show last weekend. It's a pleasure to see you guys out there.
Yeah, you guys were amazing in Detroit, by the way.
Yeah, we had a great time. It's good to see you. You know, not only do we have, you threw a mic hack, so we were forced to listen to it until you guys came along, and I got XM, and it makes my days at work a lot better. But now that Kid Rock gets played every other song on Riff, now we're going to have to listen to it Rock and Roll Weekend.
Well, he's Detroit's own, so you got to deal with that.
That's true.
At least you got Kid Rock. Just imagine being from Long Island, where every rock station plays Billy Joel and fucking Zebra
and Eddie Money,
and
Pat Benatar.
Yeah, and Joan Jett. and Twisted Sister. And yeah, you know, Twisted Sister, I'm sorry to lump into that group, but come on. After a while, we get it. I want to rock.
I want to rock.
I want to rock! So, I mean, you know, you guys do all right up there. You got the Bob Seger, you got the Kid Rock, and White Stripes. See, that's a nice combo right there.
If we can get rid of Drew and Mike, we'll be a lot better off.
Well, dude, the way to get rid of Drew and Mike is to support the local station a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. We listen to.
Let's just put it this way. XM knows you're listening. If you know what I mean. You don't have to tell anyone you're listening to XM. If you know what I mean.
You subscribe.
Right.
You subscribe to XM.
Right.
They're completely aware of your subscription.
They really are.
Don't worry about it.
Hey, well, thanks for the great mornings, guys. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Joe.
All right.
Mornings. We're
All
like
right.
a good cereal.
Yeah. I noticed a trend with Danny. Danny brings
drunk.
His I'm drunk T-shirt. Yes. Danny brings in horrific stories every morning.
Does he? I haven't really noticed that.
Just the most horrific shit going on in the world. Danny will hand in every morning, and it's gotten to the point where we got to do something about this. You've noticed it too, Thin?
Yeah, if it's a baby or animal being tortured, Danny's your guy.
Danny's on it.
I like to get, the most fun stories.
Look at E-Rock smiling. Wow, someone else is getting a little jab, and E-Rock smiles.
All right,
that's good to see.
Well, let's play Guess Who brought in the story.
All right.
19-year-old accused of raping 8-pound dog.
Could it be
That's a good one.
Danny?
Yes, of course. How about man kills mother's dog with weed whacker?
I would say Danny.
Yeah. How about woman tries to make her boyfriend stay by putting her kids in front of his truck, then throws her puppy under the tire?
No, I don't remember that one.
That might not be yours?
No way.
Is that your writing?
Not my handwriting.
Oh, wow. Okay. Thanks for ruining the bit, by the way.
Damn, I'll say Danny anyway.
All right.
Danny, do you wish you found that story?
Yes.
All right.
How about teen gang raped mother forced son to participate?
Oof. Danny?
Yeah, that was me.
Forced the son to participate?
Yeah, it was pretty brutal.
Holy Jesus, that could be the most awful crime ever committed.
Don't forget, I think it might not be in the pile anymore, kitten's eyes sprayed painted shut.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was Danny, too.
Jesus Christ,
These are the
Danny.
best stories.
Jesus Christ. Kitten's eyes spray painted shut?
It wasn't like I went out and did it so that the news would cover it. I just
you
find
catch these and you go, ooh, this is an interesting article.
This is what he does in between finding gems like Chocolate Rain, because Danny did bring Chocolate Rain to our show. Jimmy Kimmel's getting all the credit for making it a sensation, but we know better.
There it is.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, well, great. Now we got to play it for everybody.
Remember the story that ruined Perv News?
Yeah, that was Danny, too.
Barbecue tool.
Barbecue tool rape.
Someone was rude enough to interrupt a child rape with
barbecue tools.
Rude enough.
Jesus, Danny.
And he was collecting for Perv News and just thought that was just hilarious for everybody.
I bring things in that make me laugh.
All right.
Oh, the spray-painted kitten eyes.
Here it is.
It's amazing, but she's doing just fine. Take a look. You can see she still has a lot of that spray paint on her face, and they're not quite sure what the effects are going to be of that toxic spray paint, but she's eating, she's resting, and getting the love she needs.
We have high hopes for her that she'll make a full recovery.
It will be a long recovery for the 6-month-old kitten found spray-painted, tortured, then left to suffer.
The paint had dried and her eyes were completely shut. She couldn't open them. And so she really was in a state of shock and just, crouched there against the wall.
Catherine Urey found the stray cat and the spray paint can next to her in Logan Heights. The kitten was taken to the County Animal Services where she is being treated.
Oh, my God.
This is what Danny
that story is awful.
Awfully funny.
A little known fact about us, we both enjoy kittens. We both enjoy cats.
What's more adorable than that huge forehead on a kitten? How would you want to spray paint those little eyes?
Let's go to Luke in L.A. Luke, what's up?
Hey, I'm out here in L.A., and Adam Carolla is talking smack about you guys and calling you douchebags, and Danny Bonaducci is half-assedly trying to stick up for you. Do you want to hear the audio?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Probably because me and Howard Stern get along. Right. Howard Stern gets along with nobody on the air. I mean, look, he's the tip of this arrow. He's the leader of the pack of hating anybody. I'm not going to try to defend Stern. He hates everybody who's on the air. Everyone's on the air hates him. I magically get along with Stern. I don't know why he decided not to hate me, probably because I was on at night, not on in the morning. And now maybe people hate me because they hate him and what have you.
Well, it has nothing to do with...
God, more lies from radio guys. More lies.
Why would it have anything
I
to
made
do
my
with Stern?
opinion because I ran into him in L.A. and he was a complete douche to me. And the reason he was a douche, because he is friends with Howard, so he felt like, well, I know Howard hates Opie and Anthony, so I got to not acknowledge this guy. Fucking liars in this stupid business. And his audience will believe whatever the fuck he says. I had no opinion on Adam Carolla until I was out in L.A., and I went by his love lines with our agent, who just happens to be the agent of Adam Carolla. He goes, you want to stop by Love Lines? I'm like, yeah, you know what? I think that Love Lines is a pretty good show. I would love to check it out live. I have nothing better to do. I go there. I sit in another room. He's doing a show through a glass fucking booth. I'm sitting on a fucking couch. He's eyeing me the whole time like, what the fuck? Drew could care less. They go to break. Drew comes out and says, hey, nice to meet you. Adam Carolla looks at me in the eyes and goes, what are you doing here? And walks out and has a smoke. That's where this comes from, you fucking asshole. Ooh. I'm so sick of radio guys lying. I had no opinion on you until I met you, and then I made my opinion. Had nothing to do with Howard Stern, you douche. I fucking hate this business. I really do. I love doing radio with Anthony and Jimmy and everybody else, but besides that, this business is filled with fucking liars. Why are you bringing Howard into this? It has nothing to do with Howard. I met you, and you were a complete douchebag.
He's got to speculate that it's because he gets along with Howard. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit if you get... It's like he's tooting his own horn. Who cares?
Holy shit!
Hey, Opie,
send this fucking audio over to FMQB so we get the word out. I had no opinion about Adam Carolla, except that the Love Line show that he did with Drew was pretty interesting, and I kind of liked listening to it every once in a while. And I had the opportunity to go check it out live, and I did. I even knew that he was friends with Howard. I didn't give a shit. And the guy blew me off, which is fine. I'm just telling the story on the air. I didn't need him to like me. I didn't need him to talk to me. I'm just telling people what happened.
I couldn't even have told you he was friends with Howard. I wouldn't even care about something like that. Like, I had no idea. I just don't find the guy very compelling. When him and Jimmy Kimmel did the Man Show, that was interesting. You know, they had some funny episodes and stuff like that. But I don't find him interesting or compelling or anything or funny.
To be completely honest with you, he's a bore by himself on radio. And that's why they had to bring in Danny Bonaducci to inject some energy into the fucking program. Yeah. The show sucked. The ratings sucked. And they needed to jumpstart the show. They realized it needs some energy because when you do morning radio, you need to be a little peppy.
Yeah, that whole slow delivery thing doesn't work.
Monotone delivery doesn't work in the mornings. Fucking asshole. Stop fucking lying.
They can't. They can't help it.
I made my whole opinion on the fact that I went out there and he goes, what are you doing here? He was all bothered because I was, there.
Yeah.
That's all. And I don't need Adam Carolla to like me. I'm just telling the fucking story.
The day you need an Adam Carolla to like you.
But then he goes on the air and has to, pull Howard Stern into it. You're a fucking loser, dude. Yeah. You're a loser. Just like everyone else, you wanted to be the next Howard, and you couldn't do it, so now you got to kiss his ass. Guess what? Ant and I did our own fucking thing, and we didn't have to kiss anyone's ass to do it, you fuck.
Look where we're sitting.
Hey, Opie.
Yeah, and I'm doing this rant from Howard's old seat, you fuck. How does that make you feel, you fuck? There's one thing, I swear to God, man, there's one thing that bothers me is when fucking radio guys lie through their fucking teeth.
What happens
There's another video out there of Mancow shooting trash on Fox.
Oh, my God.
And the fucking hosts don't even call him out on it or call us and say, what's the deal with this? Mancow goes on TV. Find me the fucking Mancow clip.
This is one of the biggest liars in radio is Mancow. And he gets on and tries to come up with an excuse why he isn't doing Imus's slot when Imus got fired. It has nothing to do with his lack of talent, lack of markets, lack of ratings, lack of personality, lack of anybody that in the business that likes him or respects him or appreciates him. It had to do with us. It was our fault and the company's fault why they didn't put him in the Imus slot over at the Fan here in New York.
It's the one thing that'll just get my blood boiling is this right here. Jocks that lie and no one that calls them out on it. Fucking lie through your teeth. You know, I talked to Bob, our agent, about Mancow. He goes, "Oh yeah, this has been his thing ever since I known him. That he'll just lie and say whatever the fuck he wants because he knows no one's gonna fact check.
No one will call him out on it.
This company doesn't want fucking Mancow to do Imus's old slot. That's as simple as it gets. But he's claiming because he didn't stick up for us through the last problem we went through. That's the reason why they decided not to have him do a week. Are you kidding me? And then he goes, "I lost money on hotels and flights because of those guys."
The company didn't give a shit who or who didn't stick up for us through that. Believe me, they did not give a flying fuck who was supporting us or who was bashing us on the air.
And here's something, too, by the way. There was a time that Howard actually wanted Anthony and I on his show after the whole Sex for Sam thing. We said no. We had no fucking interest. No fucking interest. Okay? Luke, what do you got? What else is he saying?
Oh, they're on commercial right now, actually.
What a fucking liar.
I only got one thing to say to him. Frankus!
Yes, Frankus indeed, my friend.
Well, we'll put you on hold. If anything else is going on, we'll go to you. Someone monitor Luke for a minute or two.
Luke.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Luke. I really appreciate it, actually. God, it's so stupid.
Where's the Mancock audio?
It's coming.
Oh, it's coming?
And I even took back kind of what I said about Bonaducci because I felt like, But, you set me straight on that one. We try to keep it fair on the show. We really do.
Yeah.
I really thought that Bonaducci was trashing us when we went through our problem, and it turns out that Anthony saw it a different way, and then I listened to Anthony, and I'm like, all right, I think you're right.
Yeah, I think it was, I think he didn't really bash us.
And by the way, Adam, Howard likes guys that he feels aren't competition. You loser.
That's it.
That's why Howard always had a problem with us. We were doing real well right in his backyard. That's the real reason why he hated us.
He knew at some point.
He knew you were a softie, so of course.
Regardless of the situation, he knew at some point we'd be sitting in these seats. You know? It was just the way it was going to happen. No matter how many times we fucked up.
And he has to get his old friend Jimmy Kimmel to, help with his fucking L.A. show.
Yeah.
You're going to keep relying on Jimmy Kimmel? Keep relying on Jimmy Kimmel?
Oof.
Oh, I'd be proud of what I do.
That's gotta hurt.
Just keep relying on Jimmy Kimmel, right? Douche. You're a fucking loser.
Good morning. Well,
the reason why is because, everyone has to hate Howard, and because I'm friends with Howard, they have to hate me, too. They have to hate me, too. They have to hate me, too. I guess because I was friends with Howard, and I guess because I wasn't in morning, and I was doing nights. That's why Howard didn't hate me. He didn't hate you because he knows you're a softie and you were no threat. And you know that, douche. You know that. Fuck. Where's the Mancow thing?
Love it.
Watch me pop a blood vessel. Where's Mancow's shit? Let's go down this road.
Watch him.
We can play from here? All right.
Lie.
Listen to this horse shit. And what bothers me the most, look, if Mancow wants to spew his shit, whatever. But there's not one fucking host that is going to go, whoa, Mancow, this sounds completely ridiculous.
Call him out on it. Well, they
sort of did, but then they backed off.
One guy repeats what he says as if it's like, wait a minute. What you're saying is You didn't get the job because of this reason, and Mancow gets all tripped up. He's like, well, I don't get me in trouble here.
Right.
Like he's saying something he's not supposed to be saying. No one's calling Mancow from its company. It just isn't happening. He's not going over to the Fan. He never was. They weren't going to try him out for a week. The guy is just full of shit.
Right. And here's a little tease for everybody. Wait till you hear how much of a baby Mancow is. There's today's Opie and Anthony tease. Wait till you hear. It's coming soon, trust me. But this is what Mancow had to say on what? That Fox.
Fox, they kiss his ass over there.
Go ahead.
I thought you were going to be here today. Originally, weren't you supposed to be in New York?
I wish you wouldn't have brought that up.
Uh-oh. But since we did...
Well, guys, I got to tell you, you know what? People like saying, "Oh, Fox is fair and balanced." Ha ha ha! I want to tell you something. I've worked here for years. I've never had anyone tell me what to say ever, and yet it's just so amazing. It's such. I worked for MS Communications, and if I supported Bush or the war, I got yelled at. Just the agenda is so obvious when you work in the media. And I was supposed to do the IMA shift in New York this week, and I'm going to be on Broadway tonight, guest starring in talk radio. So because I was on O'Reilly and I didn't support talk about the raping of the first African-American Secretary of State and the raping of our First Lady, which is a show they support, because I wouldn't support that, I lost all this money on hotel room and tickets. I'm quite furious about it.
Whoa, so they canceled you because you would not take Opie and Anthony's side in this whole thing?
Yeah, look, they're scum, and I want to tell you, if you don't play along, if you want to play to the lowest common denominator, you're going to get rich on radio. I'm not willing to do it.
And Mancow, they told you that specifically. It was because of your O'Reilly performance.
Yeah, here it
what
is.
You said, and that's why you're not hosting. Is that what you're saying?
Well, you know, guys, you're getting me in trouble here. I got to think there's some good people there. I hope that is.
Is it?
That's what I was told.
Is it?
Because
is
I went on O'Reilly,
Answer that question.
Because but I don't work for their company. I couldn't wrap my mind around it. Because I wouldn't, after the whole Imus thing, because I wouldn't support the raping of Condoleezza Rice. I'm the bad guy.
But Mancow,
and I got to eat a hotel and airfare.
I know. I feel really bad about that. The good news is that you are not going to go up against us now.
Yeah.
You would have had to have gone up against us.
Shut up.
It's simultaneous on MSNBC.
I do it like I do it now. Now I'd be your buddy.
Okay.
Why do they still give this idiot a stage? Why?
I don't know why.
He's full of shit. Another guy full of shit.
That is the biggest load of crap. Like he was coming in to do a week on the Fan. It wasn't happening. It was not happening. I guess he came in. Did he do something on Broadway? Did he do a walk-on the radio Broadway show that's going on?
Honestly,
I don't know.
I have no idea. I mean, this clip's a couple months
I saw Jerry Springer in Rocky Horror on Broadway once, so maybe they were bringing him in like that, you know? One of those little cameo by a radio dickhead. Oh, is he the worst? I don't even work for the company. Because I wouldn't support the rape of... Shut up.
First of all, it was supporting, like... do you really want to get into it?
Yeah, what the situation was? We all know what happened that day. It had nothing to do with... if you were supporting our show, that had nothing to do with supporting the rape of anybody. That wasn't supporting the rape of any woman. Condoleezza Rice or the First Lady or anything. By supporting our show after that incident happened, that had nothing to do with supporting rape, you douchebag. The guy turned it around like there was a rape committed, and he wasn't supporting a rape. What a fucking dick. God, I hate that guy.
Sean Hannity supported us. By saying he doesn't really agree with what we did that day. Even though we really didn't do much that day. It was a homeless guy.
But Sean supports rape, I guess. I guess Sean Hannity supports rape.
But he understands the bigger issue that you should be able to say pretty much whatever you want on a radio show, especially one that people have to pay for. And without getting into it, because it's a touchy situation.
Yeah,
that's what Sean Hannity said.
No matter what you think of what happened, no one was raped. All right, can I fucking say that? No one was raped that day on our show. and we didn't talk about anybody that was raped. So for him to go off like that is just more of his bullshit. More of his man-cunt bullshit.
And Fox allows him to just keep spewing crap. Mancow is desperate. He doesn't have
He's dead in the water, first of all. He's got no attention, no shows. No one is listening to him.
Well, they're listening to him in Cape May and
is that it?
Salisbury, Ocean City, and
wow.
Otsego, MI, Wausau, Macabre.
Right.
Joplin, Warrensburg.
Joplin.
You know, these are hotbeds for radioactivity.
Yeah.
Missoula, and Stockton, California, because that's when you think California, you think I need to be on Stockton radio.
Stockton. What an asshole.
Fucking loser.
Oh, is he just the worst bullshit artist? Oh. He's trying to get stations in a string of former mining towns. That's what he's doing.
Right.
I want to be in every old 1800s mining town that we can find in the country. Could you put me on in every single mining town?
I figure I don't have any listeners, so it makes sense to broadcast to ghost towns.
I want to be on the radio in every place Jesse James robbed a bank. Can we do that? Can we put me on? That's the tour I'm going for.
And this guy did horrific things with his radio
I want to be
show.
on every town where there was a rickets epidemic.
This guy did horrific things with his radio show. You want to talk about the lowest common denominator? And by the way, there's nothing wrong with doing duty jokes and poopy jokes. And,
we got our stunt guy, Turd. Turd, are you in the car, Turd?
Right. And dick jokes. There's nothing wrong with that. Intelligent people like that, too, you dope.
Yeah.
What do you got, Luke?
I think they moved on.
All right, good. They better.
Call up the show.
Move on.
Move the fuck on and stop lying. Thanks, Luke.
No problem. Love you guys.
I love you. All right.
What an asshead. That's what I say.
See, I don't know. I think people know that by now. That's why we're different than most radio shows, because we show you the underbelly of our souls.
Was there ever a case of hoof and mouth disease in that town? I'll do a show there. What a dick.
Find me where the buffalo roam. That's where I want to be.
Oh, what an asshole. He thinks he's Mr. Intellectual. He's turned around. Now he's doing a show that's so important.
By the way,
He's so important, Opie.
We're getting a lot of communique from people. Like, he wants people to forget what he used to do on his show.
Yeah.
This is just hilarious. A running gag on Mancow's old show was Turd. Would go into a story, and it ended with his uncle coming in and raping him. Hilarious bit. He's a fucking hypocrite. There you go.
Of course he is.
What about that one, Mancow? But you don't play to the lowest common denominator?
What did he find Jesus or something?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
And his station in Chicago said, look, good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. You found
Happy.
Jesus, but guess what? No one gives a shit.
God bless.
You get back to the...
Don't let the door hit you on your ass.
Married with twin kids. Chicago wanted him to do the show that they know.
Yeah.
That they liked. Not the new fucking version where you talk about, the war.
Jesus.
And Jesus.
Jesus hates you, Mancow. Jesus hates you. If Jesus comes back, you won't be accepted.
Mancow
you will die with the other scum in the apocalypse, in the pockeyclips.
Everyone's asking for Adam's number. I don't know. What is it?
What?
What? Everyone's asking for it. What? Oh, 866-901-ADAM. 866-901-ADAM.
Yeah.
Oh, I look forward to the day I'm going to go on to fmqb.com, and it's going to say, Danny Bonaducci replaces Adam Carolla. You dope. Your replacement is right next to you. You don't even know it.
Take a look at him.
What a loser.
Look over at your replacement.
He's sitting with you every fucking day. What a dope. You really are a dope. And then what is Jimmy Kimmel going to do for you then? Then you're going to have to call up Jimmy. Jimmy, help me out again, please. Please. What can you do for me now, please?
Point and laugh Friday. Point and laugh at Adam Carolla and man cunt. That Mancow is just the worst. Out of everyone in radio, he, to me, defines fucking dickbag radio shit.
He defines douchey douche.
Douchey douche. Douchey McDouche douche. He's just a douche.
He's the king of the douchey douches.
I cannot even listen to a word that comes out of that stupid mouth of his.
And no one challenges
with that stupid voice.
On that dumb Fox show, they give him time, once a week, every day? I don't know. I think it used to be every day. And no one challenges him on this bullshit.
Yeah. Well, they tried. So what you're saying is that because you didn't stand behind Opie and Anthony, you're not doing Imus's slot. Well, well, you're going to get me in trouble here. You fucking stammering liar. You're a lying sack of shit.
No, what's funny about
the guy's been going off that he's been coming to New York for fucking years. Dude, years. The guy's been saying he's coming to New York.
They called me for Howard's slot.
Did they?
No, they didn't.
Who's sitting in the chairs? The people that CBS fucking fired and hated. They hated us. But they hired us before they even considered you, douchebag.
Because they had no choice.
After the likes of David Lee Roth, they were going to put your fucking lack of talent ass in this seat? Fuck off. Wasn't going to happen. No one was considering it. You kept sending press kit after press kit, which our program director would give us, and we would laugh at how bad your fucking CDs were. How bad your fucking show was. They would give it to us. They wouldn't even look at it and listen to it and go, maybe this is a prospect for one of our slots that we got here. They passed them to us to laugh at. And that's no shit. You ain't coming to New York. You're not good enough. You suck. God hates you. God hates you. That's how bad you are.
Know what's funny about this show? We all have our hot buttons.
Yeah.
And Anthony's hot button is Mancow, without a doubt.
Oh.
Mine is the whole lying of DJs.
He's just, well, it's because he's such a lying sack of shit. And like I said, no one calls him on it. And he presents himself like I wouldn't mind if he was humble. And he was like, yeah, well, I'm in a lot of the smaller markets. I hope someday to get up, into New York, something like that. But he talks about himself like he's fucking this giant 100-mile-tall antenna is broadcasting Mancow to the universe. The guy's on in old horse towns. You could find fucking Western memorabilia outside the studios. Dig 6 inches deep in front of any studio he's at, you'll find a horseshoe.
The Brady Bunch goes on vacation where Mancow broadcasts.
Mancow helped the Brady Bunch get out of jail that Jim Backus locked them in. Bobby, Cindy, they're lost in the Grand Canyon, people. I want you to pray to Jesus to help Bobby and Cindy, help the Brady family find them. Oh, wait, the father's a homosexual with AIDS? Jesus hates you. God hates you.
Right. Oh, God.
Oh, you hypocrite asshole.
Mancow plays it like he is so great, they don't know what to do with his greatness.
They just don't know. Yeah. I'm years ahead of my time. I figure in about 600 years, people will appreciate me.
Obviously, everyone's just scared of me. That's it. They're just scared of my greatness.
His greatness. He's so great, no one wants him.
If you live in a town where mining's going on and miners can be trapped, You can guarantee Mancow is on your radio.
if you live in towns where, like, all westerns were made, like Joplin. If you're in Joplin.
If John Steinbeck wrote about your town.
Your town.
Mancow is on your radio.
Oh.
Let's do a little Jeff Foxworthy here.
If you're broadcasting from where Bonanza was filmed. Bonanza. Oh. If your markets have saloons.
If your market has little swingy doors.
Yeah, his radio station, he walks through swingy doors. Give me a whiskey. Oh.
If your town still has to compete with horses for parking spaces.
Yeah. If your station has hitching posts. Oh. What an ass. He is an asshole.
I'm pissed off that I got a headache now. I got a fucking tension headache out of that shit.
Yes, E-Rock?
What's up, E-Rock?
Apparently he's self-producing a horror movie.
Oh, Christ. What is it called? My Career?
It's called The Sixth Floor. And I just listened to the trailer he has online, and it's horrible.
Okay. I gotta hear this. It's called The Sixth Floor. It's the tallest building in any city I'm in.
If Michael Moore has to come to your town to do a documentary, you can guarantee Mancow's on the radio.
If you are driving to work, you got to dodge tumbleweeds, you're in Mancow territory.
Mancow!
If walking down the street at any moment you could hear, draw, you're in Mancow territory.
Chester's liver. If you get stuck on the side of the road and are towed to the nearest blacksmith, you're in Mancow country.
Yeah, I was talking with the village smithy the other day, and we're kicking ass over here.
If your town contains more tumbleweeds than people, you're in Mantown country. That's Snap Man.
If you got to rope your dinner, you're listening to Mancow.
If they used your town to film a spaghetti western back in the day, you're in Mantown country.
If everyone in the town is packing a sidearm, a six-shooter, you listen to Mancow.
If your town has the police, the fire department, the court, and I'll add the post office in the same building, you're in Mancow country.
Mancow.
Who was that? It fucking updated. I'm sorry, but I can't find you anymore. Coming in way too fast now.
He just is the worst. He's so fucking delusional.
Boogie from Richmond. If you still use the words high noon, you're in Mancow country.
If you're walking down the street and you say, oh, man, a cow, you're in Mancow country. Very funny.
If your town still doesn't have blocks, you're in Mancow country.
Mancow country. If the sheriff puts you in the stockade, there you can listen to Mancow. That's a Mancow town. If you trade engines for blankets, you'll listen to Mancow. If your local doctor's only treatment is amputation, you're listening to Mancow country.
You're listening to what?
You're listening to Mancow country. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Don't get me in trouble here.
Fucking loser.
Douche. Get rickets. Get rickets with Mancow. That should be his bumper sticker that they put on the fucking Conestoga wagons. They called them land schooners.
What?
The Conestoga wagon.
Oh, yeah.
You want to request a bit or anything, just send a telegraph to a Mancow Oh, God, is he a fucking idiot?
If you get your entertainment from smoke signals, you're in Mancow.
We're taking your request by Pony Express. Only on the Mancow Show.
If you can still die from polio, you're in Mancow. Jesus, Chester's liver. Whack back.
Our special guest today, Laura Ingalls. No, the real one.
If Willie Nelson has to do a benefit concert for your town, you're in Mancow.
If there are less than 30 states, you listen to Mancow.
If you have an area in your town that's roped off because UFOs landed there once, you're in Mancow. Oh, man, yeah, you got me fucking fired up today, these dopes.
All right.
If you're whole, it's Calamity Jane.
What was Barney's title in Deputy? He was a deputy.
Barney Fife.
Yeah, deputy. If your deputy only has one bullet, you're back. Holy shit.
If you're in some place where they never buried the N-word.
Brad in Indiana, what's up?
Yeah, if you're, everybody in your town's last name is followed by their occupation.
If the grain silos are taller than your transmitter. If you get pulled over by a cop named Earp.
If your town enjoys a good square dance.
Okay.
If you live in a town where the broads can't vote yet. I just don't have a good one.
Oh.
Yeah, that is a good one. Maybe there's still napping on your Oh, yeah. Ooh.
You like sarsaparilla?
If you live in a town where you're still not sure if this electricity thing is going to take off.
If you're in a town that had a bank robbed by Bonnie and Clyde. The station mascot is a Tatanka.
If you live in a town, I'm crying. If you live in a town where you're still waiting for the Chinaman to connect your railroad track,
yeah. Yeah, if the train's delayed by a golden spike ceremony. The drugstore's also your soda shoppy.
Where's the fucking one with some fucking guy made a wearing a barrel joke? I can't fucking find it anymore.
A barrel.
Holy shit. Oh my God, my head hurts. We have aspirin? I gave myself a stress headache. Fuck.
If the town drunk could let himself out of jail the next morning.
Thank you, sir. Oh.
They were going to make me the sheriff of Rockridge,
yeah.
but they brought in someone else.
And we know what that was. We have the funniest fucking listeners. I'm telling you, I'm crying. David B. in Philly writes, I don't know if the actual joke's good, but I'll tell you what I saw that made me die. Where did it? This thing is upgrading so fast I might have lost. Oh, fuck, I lost it. Oh, I want to read it word for word, too. How do I get to the next page real fast? Next? Oh, I'm fucking dying. Come on, come on. This thing, all right. Where is it? Oh, fuck, where is it? Oh, it's wrecking the flow, I understand. They're trying to spell out Mancow how we're saying it. Guy had MJK. Fucking. He did his joke and then he spelled out Mancow how we're saying it. Holy shit, is that funny? How do we get to the first play? Refresh first page. All right. Right? Okay. All right.
Yeah. I think you
get our point.
Yeah, I think you got our point. Why would you have another one?
Couldn't get it out, right?
Marginal? Yeah. I think we understand what makes.
John B. from Port Jeff. If your town's barber is also the dentist. Oh, here it is. P-Funk from Philly. If you live in a town that still has people waiting in the water looking for gold, then you're in Mancow, ARGNNKL ... country.
If there's apple pies cooling on windowsills.
Gene D. from Jersey. If you're sick in the... Wait. Fuck! What? Can we stop the feedback so we can read some of these? It's flying by. I think I gotta stop. I'm getting dizzy. I'm laughing so hard.
If a woman in your town had to be untied from train tracks.
Oh, he had a leeches joke.
Leeches.
Fuck, where is it?
Leeches.
Oh, you fuck. Whoever was that, send it again and again.
God, what an ass.
All right, you get the point.
Yeah, I think everybody's got the point.
Yeah.
What
we were getting at.
He's in a lot of small towns. That's I think what we were trying to say.
And he might be a little jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all we were trying to put across to you.
Yeah.
Don't keep looking. They'll keep coming in.
I'm trying not to, but
yeah.
I was thinking of I'm thinking of a Civil War joke.
Oh.
Your town is still fighting the Civil War. If you're in a town that still burns witches.
Jeez, we're really going back.
We can do a whole pilgrim thing if you want to.
Yeah, just keep going.
All right, we'll break.
Yeah,
tell us we have to break.
Let's take a little break.
And we'll continue after
how great we are.
After
Where's the promos about us celebrating the female? Nice, young, fresh vagina. Fresh vagina. Fresh vagina. Fresh vagina.
Opie and Anthony Show. Yes, you did a good job on that promo.